Oh, yeah.
Yay.
Hey, did you put on your shifting pants, chat? Hi. Hi,
Hello.
Sleepy. How are
Hello.
you today?
I'm good. I'm kind of still... I've been up for a while, but I feel like I'm still waking up. Wait, I need glasses too. I gotta think hard.
We're thinking today. Put on the glasses, put on the shifting pants. Hold on, she's getting intellectual right now. Just wait a second.
I even noticed you had them on earlier. Okay,
Dumb.
that's not right. Okay, there we go. Good enough.
Hey, we are ready to become intellectual and learn about Nonary games.
Our motives are complex. They wouldn't understand.
They wouldn't. They wouldn't, but 8 billion should. Or 6 or whatever many were. I don't know. A fucking snail. It was a fucking snail, that's all it. That's how it all started. A fucking snail it was. But hi guys, are you guys ready to learn with us? Question mark? Maybe? Through us?
Oh, we have our schizo board.
Yeah, we made a schizo board with pictures, so we're getting ready to like discuss here and there some stuff. I don't know. We've been doing some stuff here and there.
Complex.
Very complex. Delta. Yeah, very complex. Are we ready for some schizoing?
Are we allowed to show that on YouTube?
Yeah, definitely. That's blood. What are you talking about? That's blood.
Oh, I miss him, the golem. He was the best character in Virtue's Last Award.
It was.
I can't remember his name. I feel bad.
Wasn't it? It was Golem. Golem.
It was just Golem?
Yeah, Golem. Something like that. It's spelled like Golem.
Golem.
Yeah, pretty much. Such ridiculous games, but it's so good.
They need to give him a body.
They should have. They fucking should have. The more I think about some of these characters and how they become what they became, I feel... Oh shit, I forgot to add the orange-haired freak chick. Hold on. What's her name?
The who?
The orange-haired girl in the wife, the robo wife.
Luna?
Last reward, Luna.
Yeah, I got a picture of her. Because Diana was supposed to be based off of her, but I found them to be kind of different.
They're kind of different. I thought they were the same person. I keep saying like they're fucking a witch. They're a witch. Fucking witch. I always call her kind of a fucking witch. I don't know, she's just...
She is a witch.
She kind of is a fucking witch. She crazy like that. But today we shall discuss about the Nonary games. I apologize for the titles, okay? I apologize. It's just that the package of Steam was literally first and second game and third game separated, so I just went with that, okay? I'm not a fake fan. I played these. I played all of them.
Is someone fussing? I'll slap them.
Yeah, slap them. Give him a good slap right now. Right now, Mike.
I don't know if... Wait, I gotta turn off my noise suppression.
That was a very gentle slap. Can you do it again?
How do I do a...
You just go to the mic and you're like, you son of a bitch. Where's my fucking money, chap? Yeah, exactly. You just pimp slap them. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
Man, the Free the Soul, like the Myrmidon coats are so drippy.
They're so drippy. It's such a weird thing. I'm not sure if they do explain about it. Possibly more in the second game than they do in the first. Because I don't think I remember much about Snake's outfit meaning. Until they're like two cutscenes maybe? But they don't go too much over it.
They don't really fully explain it. That's why I wrote on there... Hold up, I gotta zoom on my own board. I put like between the two games left because like Dio was supposed to be like some kind of clone.
What do I look at?
Oh, it's where your pictures are. I just wrote text. It just says left Delta's brother.
Hold on, we're having a
next to the crotch photo. It's by the crotch photo.
Yeah, so we really like... my favorite CG out of the whole series is when when like Sigma flies to the heavens, spreading his legs, and the Karax explosion.
Oh yeah, if you go. Oh wait, no, it got moved. No, it got removed.
It's like
If you go all the way to the right, you can see I put the same photo on too.
Me trying
We
to
were both
understand
we
the
both
schizo board.
separately thought about it.
Yeah. It's so hard to find like cutscenes, not cutscenes, the CGs. I don't know why it's so fucking hard to find the CGs.
Oh yeah, I had to get it like from someone's video.
Yeah,
I
same.
couldn't find it by itself.
I just got some of them from my own stream because they can't find them.
Hey, if it works.
Yeah. Oh gosh, we gotta go through this together. Like I don't know how to start off, but what would you
I guess we
advise
start
to
off,
go
like,
over?
Like the order that we played in, I think,
Yeah.
first. Because I played 999 many years ago. And then I played Virtue's Last Reward like maybe a year later. And then I replayed Virtue's Last Reward maybe like a year or two ago.
Hey.
And then I finally played Zero Time Dilemma like last year. But you played it in a different order.
Alright, officers, it's time to present trauma to my community. So I started off with Zero Time Dilemma. Then I was like, oh shit, there's 3 games. So then I went in and played 999 after finishing Zero Time Dilemma. And then I was like, oh wait, yeah, the second game. And then I played the second game.
How did that happen? Like, what made you play Zero Time Dilemma first?
I was really into puzzle games for a while. I was playing a lot of puzzle games and someone recommended me Nonary games or something like that. So then I searched puzzle games or something and Zero Time Dilemma came first for me. And I was like, yeah, okay, playing that. And then chat shot itself live on my stream being like, Tenma, what the fuck? Close the stream right fucking now. Don't play this garbage first game in the series. You're gonna fucking hate it. You're gonna hate the fucking series.
So then you played it.
Which out of fucking spite, yeah, because
Yeah,
when
because they were
someone
so
tells me what to
bitchy.
fucking do, I'm gonna play it out of spite, and I like it more than any of the other 3 games. Fuck you guys, I like Zero Time Dilemma. It's peak, it's so fucking peak.
Which one had your favorite puzzles? Did you like the puzzles in that game?
I like none of the puzzles in either of the games.
Can I admit something?
Yeah.
I did every single puzzle except Virtue's Last Award is so fucking long. When I got to that last like white room that has all the stuff coming out of the walls, with, like all the little puzzles, you know what I'm talking about? It's like the very last one you do in Virtue's Last Award. It's literally just like a white room that's like,
Oh my god, that
like,
gave me
squares.
such a headache. Oh no, it
I
gave me
just
a
looked up a
headache.
guide because I walked in that, I literally like opened that scene and I was like, I'm just done with this game. I opened a guide and just used it for the room. I've never properly solved it.
I managed to solve all of them with my itsy bitsy brain, even if it took a while. But the one that took me the longest, which chat knows, is the fucking parallelogram one, because I couldn't rotate a parallelogram in my brain, and I stayed there for 3 hours rotating a parallelogram in my head.
Game is just so long. It's like you're just cooked by that point, I think.
And then I make the shape of a parallelogram, and the game was like, nah, you gotta flip it. And I was like, you son of a bitch! And I stayed another hour trying to know how to flip the triangles to be a flipped parallelogram. I was losing
Just
my
let
mind.
me win. Let me out. I don't know. I would just break the door down. I wouldn't be doing little puzzles.
Me, Jesus. I still cannot know how to flip a parallelogram in my head. But listen, I can envision an apple in my head. I can rotate the apple. I can eat the apple in my head. I can taste. I can smell it. Shut up! A parallelogram is a different thing than the apple. So big.
It's more complex. You're not looking at it constantly. An apple you see a lot. You remember it. It's understandable.
It's quite insane. Mom, you do be like that. But can you
imagine a snail?
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want to think about the snail. It pisses me off so bad. What was your thoughts with the third game, like playing it first? Were you like, what the fuck is this series? Like, were you expecting the snail to come up in the other games and then it just didn't?
Yeah, that's the fix because I played the Zero Time Dilemma first. I was like, this is so goofy of a story. I can't take this seriously. And I played 999 in the second game and I'm like, god damn, this is serious business. Where the fuck is the fucking snail?
It's so different, and it's weird because it probably wasn't as weird for you, but like 1 and 2 there's like a good bit of overlap with the characters other than like the main two, you know, like Akane and Junpei and then Sigma and Phi, and then you get to the third game and it's like, who is Carlos, who is Eric, who is like, who are these people,
who are these people? Why the fuck did
there's like all these people mentioned. The other games don't have as many people mentioned like outside of like the game, like it's pretty self-contained. Versus like 3, it was like, oh yeah, there's a sick boy in a hospital that I saw. Oh, my sister's sick outside. Oh, my family. Like, there's so many people mentioned outside the game.
There's like, I remember I saw somewhere, I don't know if they deleted it, but there's a compilation that's like 1 hour of just Carlos dialogue talking about his fucking sister. I was like,
wait,
okay,
how long is it?
An hour, like all the scenes with Carlos talking about his sister.
It's as long as the fucking map scenes in Virtue's Last Award. And that game is twice as long. The game's like 50 hours to 24 hours.
Yeah, because the games have unskippable room traveling, so goddamn, it's so weird though, because you know how Virtue's Last Reward has them long because there's 2 unskippable type of cutscenes. There's the map cutscene and the door opening cutscenes, one after the other. Like for example, you go to, I don't know, kitchen, they show you travel through the map, the door opens, they show you travel through the map to the next floor, door opens, you arrive, they show you travel to the kitchen. What the fuck?
Beep, 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 ding, 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 shroop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Tenma, okay, so if me and you go into the green door, then that means Sigma can go in the red door. But if Sigma goes in the green door, then that means that I go in the green door with Sigma, and you have to go to the red door. But if he were to go in the purple door, that means that you would have to go in the purple door with him, and I would have to go in the green door. And then no one would go in the red door. And also, This is going to take 8 minutes for me to say this.
Yeah, like them repeating the thing. At first it would be like, yeah, I get it. And the second time it'd be like, I don't fucking get it, but I don't want to listen. What the fuck is this? My god, what a fucking trip of a game. Have you played the first QQQ game on the DS, was it? I think DS? Or was it on the Steam?
I played it on Steam, so I had the same experience as you with the password.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
I have it on DS, but by the time I got to playing it, I was like, I'm too old to be looking at this little console.
It's a bit too tiny. I was playing legally Kingdom Hearts days, and it's so tiny. I was like, what the fuck is this game for ants? But yeah, just I don't know. I feel like I know people will hate my opinions on that because they always know that I have shit opinions, but I'll say them regardless. I despise 999. Not because the story sucks, it's because of the ending. And I wish maybe they would have... How hard is it to put a fucking Sudoku instead of the fucking ending puzzle? What the fuck is happening?
I feel like they changed it because people had problems with the Sudoku.
What the fuck?
A lot of people don't know how to do Sudoku. Or they get very intimidated by it because they see numbers and they say, oh my god, it's math, I can't do that. Even though it's just a logic puzzle, it has nothing to do with math. You know, actually, let me look it up because I'm curious about that.
Motherfuckers when they give you math versus motherfuckers when they make you rotate a parallelogram. What the fuck? There's so many hard puzzles in like... What the fuck? There's so many hard puzzles though in the other 2 games that involve math. It's insane. It's insane. Oh.
I can't find any answers as to why, but I'm assuming... Does anyone in chat know? I assume it's just because people have issues with Sudoku.
I have no fears. Sudoku, I have one fear. Oh, what a fucking joke. But yeah, it's crazy. Because of that ending, it just makes me think that Akane, that Kani is literally so fucking mentally unstable to the point that she doesn't know how to fucking spell and read and shit, and my dyslexic little Daro cannot fucking do shit, so you have to create a fucking time loop. So the person behind that time loop help you to cheat on your fucking math test or some shit. I don't fucking get it. It's annoying. I wanna strangle her! But yeah.
If you could shift, what would you use it for?
Damn, I would do so much.
You could do anything. You could do anything and then just shift back and make your whatever timeline self have to deal with the consequences of your actions.
What I do want to do, like if I think about it realistically, I would think about like the numbers of a lottery. Now I know what they are. I shift myself back in time, use the lottery numbers. I'm like, yeah, I'm rich. Yeah, that's just boring. I know, but like, I want to be rich. Consequences be damned.
That's much more exciting than what I was thinking.
Mine hack. What were you thinking? What do you want to do with your super shifting yourself powers?
Well, now I don't want to say it. I sound like a freak.
No. You gotta say it now. You gotta make me at least a normal one here. Come on.
I would want to like just go up and grope some like buff man titties.
And then you're like understand the feeling, and then if it's a body action, you shift
and then I don't have
back.
to deal with it. Yeah,
If it's a body
I don't have to
action,
deal
you
with the
can shift
consequences
yourself.
of it.
Yeah, but if it's a good action, you're like, oh, that's the correct timeline. That's genius. Wait, I like that.
I didn't even think about like you could like see how something goes.
I love
And then
that.
if people don't like it, it's like, okay, never mind, not my problem. But then the problem exists is like, if you can shift, so can your other timeline selves, assumedly. So like, you're just getting yanked around timelines, possibly.
Well, you just explained the plot of the whole fucking. I think it's similar to like virtues, or not virtue. Yeah, virtue. Never mind. With virtue, isn't that the same thing? It's like an ongoing circle of time looping.
Oh yeah, I tried to annotate all the way on the right. I tried to annotate that timeline because it's fucking confusing as hell.
It is.
Because that's what they show you in the game. So then I tried to put in like what happens in each point, and it's still like a clusterfuck. But if we need to explain this, we can.
Yeah, it's
because they overlap each other and it doesn't quite make sense. But
yeah. Akane fucking trying her best to explain, and she's like, that should make sense. It's simple, isn't it? No, it fucking is not. No, it fucking not. The fuck you mean?
Where did Kyle go? I saw someone say Kyle's the snail.
I would believe that. Where the fuck is he? Where's my boy?
Because he doesn't technically have a body, like a self, so he could kind of like shift into anything, right?
I mean, he does have a
Maybe he's the dog.
body. He's like literally a copy of Sigma. 1 second, till once in. Till once in. I know. It's raining badly, so I have him in. But I thought Kyle is literally Sigma, but copy of him or something.
Yeah, he's like his clone, but then also stuff's like weird because we go into that body at the end of Virtue's Last Award, right?
Yeah.
Oh, someone had asked, and I have no clue, because I assume we have people that have never even played the series that wanted to watch this. How do we summarize, for anyone that has not played these games or seen like the full playthroughs, how do we summarize Zero Escape?
Hello, new people who are interested in playing the game series, let me tell you a good summarize. You look down at your pants, you unbuckle your pants, take off your pants, and you take a hot fucking shift on the carpet, because this series is a hot fucking shift of a fucking joke. Yeah. And then you'll get me. After playing the game, you'll be like, I get it, haha, shift. Yeah.
Everything's shifting.
Everything is shifting.
It's just like escape room game with silly timeline, multiverse shenanigans.
Yeah, escape room. Yeah, pretty much. Seek a way out type of deal. Like, you know, those animation is like escape rooms, but they give a plot. It's insane.
The writer is the same guy that did AI Somnium Files, and then also that new game, 100 Last Defense,
Lines.
he wrote it.
Oh.
Yeah, he did like the latter half of the game from what I understand. Like some of the late game stuff rather than the early game. Because you can tell the early game is the Danganronpa writer.
Oh, I see
yeah.
now the fucking swimsuit. I was like, oh yeah, I get it. I was like,
Yeah, how was your thought about that? Because for me, playing the games in order, it was just like, okay, Sigma's kind of a pervert for this girl. And then I play the third game and it's like, oh, that's his daughter.
Yeah, the
Oh,
most fucked
and
up
afterwards,
thing.
how did it feel watching it knowing that it was his daughter that he's creeping on?
When I played Zero Time Dilemma first, it shows like I didn't know it's like young Sigma body, but Oji-san Sigma brain. Yeah? So I would simp heavily because he's so good. He's so good for me. And then I get cucked in the fucking I get massively cucked because they have a sex scene in the green pod, and I would have a meltdown. But then I play like QQQ and I forget because they don't mention Sigma anymore. But in the second game afterwards, I'm like, ah, yeah, Sigma, finally, I missed you, babe.
Oh,
and
no,
I realized
and
the
then
truth, and I'm like, hold on a second. Hold. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, for context, the second game, so the guy there is Sigma, the girl on the left is Phi, that's his daughter. But in the second game, you don't know. I assume they didn't have her written as his daughter until they got to the third game, and they were like, I think it was like a Star Wars situation where it's like they had like Leia and Luke kiss, and then the next movie is like, oh, they're actually siblings. Like, well, it is Japan. Maybe they did have it already planned, but I feel like
true.
I feel like they didn't.
In the second game, you don't know that you're not young. You're the old Sigma body with the young Sigma mind. And now that I put it in context, it's so fucking creepy to have this ugly Oji-san creeping on fire.
Like, I feel bad because I remember playing through the first time. I was kind of like, damn, Phi's kind of like an asshole.
Yeah,
but then like I think about like, not that it's like makes it better if it's like the young guy hitting on her or anything, but there's definitely like a much more creep factor that it's like old Sigma hitting on her.
I would fucking react
because
the
it's
same.
like,
The fuck?
I feel like that's the worst because it's like, I don't know. I think it's just bad. You shouldn't hit on someone if you're trapped in an elevator with them anyway. Don't do that.
That is so
don't
true.
Ask them to show your panties.
Yeah, can I see the color? What color is it? Yeah, what cup is that? Like,
oh my God.
I'm calling la policia. What the fuck?
Carlos is sipping for his sister. I am curious how different that is in Japanese if he's more of a cis-con.
It is.
Because they say even in English they call him a cis-con. So I wonder like how much probably was not translated.
Cis-con is very a popular genre, usually. Like Brocon or cis-con. So it wouldn't be that weird. I'm just like, I feel like the voice acting makes it. I feel like the EN voice actors while reading the lines felt so much disgust delivering the lines. It didn't felt as natural.
It
for the EN.
I don't want to be like place Japan, you know, but there's like hearing the English voice actors say specifically like, oh, you're a cis-con. Like, people don't say that in English. That's a very weird, like, I would not translate it that way. English
interpretation of cis-con is more perverted, like Alabama. Yeah, fuck each other. But in Japanese, there's also, how do I explain? Brocon, cis-con, it's more like innocently viewed, but also has dark connotation, but the most part of it is more innocently viewed.
Yeah, it's like a teasing thing.
Yeah, teasing. I mean, yeah, obviously there's so many cis-con, brocon, fucking anime drawings. Have you seen Cis X Kiss? Now that's... Nah, you should watch it. That's the true meaning of Alabama. I don't know how to explain it. It's like sweet
I think my
porn.
Oh, sorry.
I
think my first experience with like weird stuff was I was very young when I first watched like Railgun, and for some reason I thought that the two girls were sisters. They're not, but I thought that they were sisters. In the first episode, like the girl is like perving on her, like trying to look at her panties and stuff, like just obsessed with her, and I was very confused. And I honestly thought they were sisters until recently. My chat was like, no, they're not sisters. I just thought it was just like incest. I was like, okay, sure.
They do it like that. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
mostly.
I'm not like
You first.
oh sorry, I'm not unfamiliar with like syscon stuff like that. For me, it was just like hearing the English voice actors, especially because they don't like say like, you know, like san or like, you know, kun or whatever in the game. Like they don't use any like honorifics or anything, but they say the word syscon. Like they'll say like, "Oh, you're such a syscon, Carlos." It's like people don't say that in English. Like say like, "Oh, you love your sister a lot, huh?" or something like that. Like it's just weird translation, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if English has like a way of translating syscon. Syscon comes from sister complex or broken brother complex. You have a complex surrounding your sister or brother. Usually that evolves when you watch them grow and you don't want them fly away from home type of situation. Innocently viewing, it's like you see someone grow and they leave and you want to be protective of them. You know, an innocent mindset. Now that depends for the rest of the people. How they view syscon and brocon. I view it more innocently,
there's not
but
really one in English, I would say.
I guess they call it
Because
incest.
yeah, like you said, it just has that connotation of like incest.
I guess they couldn't say, "Damn, Carlos, that's incest." You knew that?
Yeah, like overprotective.
Damn,
I
that's
don't know
fucked
too
up.
much about like Japanese family culture, but like at least like where I am, people are pretty close to their family, so it's not like uncommon of a thing to be like protective about your siblings or things like that.
I guess, yeah, it does have some jokes that are very hard to translate. I believe so, because I did see, I think, in the second game, I'm not sure. They were having this wordplay at some point. I don't remember which game, and it's so badly translated in English. I was thinking, maybe I'm just ESL, I don't know, maybe I don't get it. But then my chat was like, what? So maybe
Yeah,
it
no,
was
there is
about-
definitely some
Yeah.
ones like that. It's probably like a juggling game because I feel like honestly it's okay to have some like weird quirks like that for Zero Time Dilemma because honestly anyone that's playing that game is probably a weeaboo. Like you're familiar with the term syscon if you're playing it, but it does feel like weird. Like I can't imagine like a normal person looking at the game, especially how like anime it is and being like, yeah, I'll play this.
Lamau on
I'll play this
QQQ, the
game.
fucking elevator scene. Oh my god. We were talking before starting stream, like, whoa, there's so many fetishes in every single one of these games. And then I have vividly the imagine of the fucking elevator scene between Akane and Junpei being like, oh, but it's wet. Wet where? Down there. Down there now? Oh, hold on. I can fix that. It's insane. Junpei
Have
was
we had-
crazy.
Well, I guess because the third game doesn't have any. Every protagonist we've had is a pervert.
The
Because
third
Junpei
game
is like definitely a pervert.
and
But the third game you don't
I
play
know
as
who it
someone.
is. Do you think Carlos might be? No, I feel like it's still Sigma. I'm not sure. Either Sigma or
don't-
Junpei or both. I'm not sure.
Who's the main character? I think the third game it's us. Because the concept of like Delta can't shift but he can mind hack, and I feel like the writers are implying that we as players can also mind hack. Like that's like what we're doing in the game. Because we're controlling what people do. Because there's a lot of times like if you choose like bad endings and choices, if you remember the character's like, I don't know why I grabbed this. I don't know why I did this.
Yeah.
And I think I remember some parts it was like Delta said like it wasn't Delta doing it. It's implied that we were the ones doing it. Because like I mean technically we are, we're clicking on the choices. So are we perverts? I don't remember doing anything perverted in that game. It was pretty straight laced, I feel like.
The third game, they were speaking like playing the third game was my first game. I was thinking like, oh my god, are we a higher being? Are we aliens controlling them? That was like exciting for me because they keep mentioning stuff like, oh my god, there's a higher being out there. Ooh, morphogenetic field and shit. Damn, they shifting.
Yeah, it was probably weird playing that because there's a lot of stuff in that game that they assume you've played the other game and they just sort of just like, oh yeah, this, and they barely explain it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, morphogenetic field and everything. Versus the first game, I think one thing that I really, really liked about 999 is that they drop fake stories on you, but the way they say it and everything makes it sound true. Like Ice 9 and stuff like that. They're like,
fucking
oh,
Alice.
have you heard about this? Like, there's this like phenomenon that like suddenly this ice, like, you know, froze everywhere
God.
in the world at the same time after this happened, or like I just love how the way that they talked about it like made it seem like it was true. You know what I
The
mean?
fucking Egyptian queen buried, yeah, thingy. And then you see
Yeah, all
like
that
the
stuff.
cutscene. I mean, it's not her, but why the fuck is she dressed like a fucking Egyptian? It's not her. I'm losing my mind. What do you want from me, game?
They gotta have their
Yeah.
booby character.
Yeah, you gotta have your booby character, even
Gotta
it
have
makes
your
no
booby
fucking
character.
sense. But yeah, it's an experience. It's quite the experience. We mostly discussed about. Yeah, every single character in the game there has to be a representative breast mama, breast chica.
Yeah, they're the best one.
We have
First
the
game is
Lotus.
Lilia Mama.
Then we
I think
have
problem with the third game is just the nature of how the game was, that it was repeated memory loss over and over and over to confuse you about the timeline of like the events.
Oh,
That I feel like it'd be hard to. It was just like it felt like the characters couldn't grow. And Junpei could be a pervert because he was just too pissed off the whole time. He was too angry to be horny, I guess.
he became such a white knight in the third game, connecting like how much the fucking ugliest ass ring ever pulls out the fucking grandma ring. That's the ugliest shit ever I've seen ever. But then I see it in the second game, I'm like, wait, she kept the ugly ass ring. Impressive. I respect that. I respect it.
They have a very toxic relationship.
It's quite toxic.
Oh, yeah, and then-
yeah.
The third game was old Sigma brain, so he wasn't
Yeah.
being perverted.
It wasn't perverted, no.
Especially,
then it's
I
like
guess
the-
especially because he had more responsibility because he's an old man in a young body. And he's like,
Even
this might be kind of weird.
and Fi, no, Fi is still the same age, I think.
Yeah, Fi is still herself because
Fi is
this
the
is
same.
her when she came back, and she
Oh,
from when she was frozen, I think only like 3 months had passed when she
Yeah.
woke up.
that is true. Yeah, Fi, no, not Fi. Sigma, Ojisan Sigma in young Sigma body. I don't know how old was he, like 60 or 80. I don't remember.
I don't see
80-year-old
the
in the
timeline.
body of like a 24 something.
He
Fucks.
dare I say?
Yeah, he picked at that age. He had the love of his life, and then he shifts back and he makes a robot out of her. That looks like her.
I was
But
gonna
it's
say
not
there's
her.
something kind of weird about.
It's kind
I
of
mean,
weird.
because he made her to be like a mom for Kay, right? So it's like, oh, that's sweet, but also,
What the fuck?
yeah, yeah, because I remember that too. Because he considers her like a daughter,
Oh.
but then assumedly because she's based all day, and it's very obvious she has like romantic feelings for him. But then he sees her as like a daughter because he created her, and it's just, ugh.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like weird complex, dare I say,
Motives?
relationships in this game.
Someone mentioned complex? Motives? We were
There's
talking. You first.
a lot.
Sorry.
Oh no, I just said it's just a lot. There's a lot going on here.
We were talking like how we went back to our own material, and I personally went to some of my VODs to remember because I was rusty. It's been a few months, and I got a headache trying to connect any of the 3 games load together. I got a headache, a massive one to begin with. It just got me a
Do you want-
headache.
Do you want me to go over the timeline real quick that I tried to make?
Yeah, which one? Which one we going for?
All the way on the right that's annotated. Let me open it on another window. Okay. So I'll do my best.
Ganbare.
Okay, so this is you bought Virtue's Last Award. Okay, you start playing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is the what is it, like Christmas Eve
Yeah.
night or whatever?
Yeah, it's Christmas.
That's when the kidnapping happens.
Yeah.
We get the crotch shot that they show us again and again and again.
God bless. I love
And
that.
then he's knocked Sigma's knocked out.
Yeah.
And in the game, we don't wake up until all the way at the 25th of January in 2074.
Yeah.
So like 50 years later, basically.
Yeah.
And then Virtue's Last Award happens.
Pretty much.
What had I'll do that. So then Virtue's Last Reward happens. And then at the end of Virtue's Last Reward, Akane, like, pretends to stab Fi, and then, you know, her and Sigma end up, like, shifting. They freak the fuck out and they shift.
Yeah,
So
I
then
remember.
their young brains are sent back to... And it's like, oh, like what the fuck is this?
Yeah, you're doing great.
Sorry, let me try to. This diagram they made is so horrible. Their young brains are then sent. To. Let's see where they stop. But they don't slip the booms. They come back to like here.
Yeah.
To go into Zero Time Dilemma with a fresh brain. And so then they solve it, and Zero Time Dilemma good ending happens. That's what happens.
Isn't the Zero Time Dilemma ending the bad one, like the one that's canon in the timeline connecting to What's Your Last Reward? The one where already people died because Akane was a crazy bitch and didn't want to let one guy die because it was like, fuck the rest of the world, I guess. I'm gonna send the virus.
That's gonna be blue here. So this is the bad ending of Zero Time Dilemma. So they lose. Yeah. They go here. Here's where the pod happens. I don't think this is end of Virtue's Last Word. That's where the Sigma comes, I think. Okay, I think I got. Sorry, I fucked something up. This is
be like that.
Because like young Sigma has to build the thing. I forgot. So. This is Phi. The red is Phi. What happens to Sigma, if I recall? Because they have to go into the test site, but this is before. Is their timeline wrong? Because this is after the test site when they see her in the pod.
Now you get it? Why is this so fucking complex? They overcomplex their own fucking lore.
Sorry, because this timeline was made before Zero Time Dilemma was even like a game. Let me just go with the Zero Time Dilemma and then I'll try to fix. Okay, so they fuck up. What happens? Like Sigma gets blown up and then the serial killer Gil injects Phi with the Radical 6.
Yeah.
Phi says to Diana, burn my body, like kill me and burn my body so that I don't spread it through the world.
It's just like
Diana is her mom. She can't do that. So she saves her.
Yeah.
And Radical 6 is saved. And spreads throughout the world.
Yeah. Fuck the world, I guess.
Yeah, so they're like, how can we fix this? So that's at the point in which Phi gets put into the pod. And then Sigma stays and builds the moon base.
That's why he's so old. Yeah.
Yep. And then he gets all the way to the beginning of Virtue's Last Award, and then he shifts with young Sigma so that young Sigma can have like the experience to go back and fix it, I think. Or so he can go back to that point.
Yeah.
I think what the worst part is that so for the red timeline for the Virtue's Last Award is that everyone else, I wrote here, fuck everyone else. Like I remember Clova, Alice, and all of them are like, oh, well that's great, y'all get to go back and fix it, but we're stuck in this doomed timeline forever.
Yeah, pretty much those two women are like, okay, we understand the background, we remember what we were, we know our mission and etc. That's awesome and all of that. So what are we gonna do? And everyone shrugs and they're like, I guess fuck off. I'm like, okay, fair enough. What the fuck? This is, I don't know why they even brought up, man. I swear to God, most of the time they bimbofied the living shit out of Clover. They made her so fucking dumb.
Yeah, I don't understand. It just, yeah, the same thing happened with like 2 and 3, that like characters that they brought back don't feel like the same characters because they're so like weird and mischaracterized.
I keep thinking
because I feel like that with like Junpei and Akane, they were like so weird.
In Virtue's Last Reward, there's that one scene where like they, because you know in this story, her and Alice work for this organization, you know, and they were trying to get into a sneak thingy mission to this one base, and Clover got caught and she is found tied up to a chair, and I'm thinking, have they beating the shit out of her to lose like some neurons or what happened? Something changed over there. I don't know. Something happens over there. I can't explain otherwise.
I mean, there's like the weird ending in 999 where she randomly goes around murdering everybody because she thinks her brother's dead. So something's kind of wrong with her.
That is also the meaning of a brocon. She was way too into Snake, despite Snake being confirmed to be gay.
Do you like Snake? Wait, Snake's gay?
Yeah, they also confirmed on Twitter. He made a poll and everyone made Snake gay. And it's kind
Wait, he made it a poll?
Yeah! I guess that's official. Yeah.
Wait, I don't remember this.
If they say so, it's true. He is now gay. Democracy wins once again.
Why? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Huh? Okay. I think what is like, I think frustrating for a lot of people is like, people love Snake, obviously, right? And they said they would bring him back, and they never did.
Yeah, everyone loves Snake. Yeah.
He was barely mentioned in Virtue's Last Word. I don't even think they say his name. They just say Clover has a brother that she can connect with, and she can't connect with him.
Yeah, everyone loves Snake. I love Snake.
And yeah, I'm sorry. I saw chat was like, I'm so confused, and I was trying to explain the timeline because it just is confusing. And it gets worse because there's a time paradox with the third game because for Phi and Delta to be born, like for the characters to be born, they have to create the situation in which they're born. So how are they born to begin with? Because he has to continuously create the situation in which they're born and put into the pod.
So it's very complex of a series. Not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, because it was like World War II lore and all this stuff. 3 just got really weird. Like 3 just expanded the timeline huge because it's like, oh yeah, we transported back, and then like, who was it that had the pod? Was it the Germans? It was the Germans, right?
Yeah, something. They were talking about terrorists or something. I'm not sure. It was
yeah, because the reason Delta does everything to everybody, because he's like, oh well, there's this that pissed me off. Okay, I actually have that written down on my paper. He's like, at the end of the game, he's like, oh yeah, I did all this because I'm not releasing the virus. There's a religious fanatic that I'm trying to stop.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, what? Do you remember that?
Yeah, the one Dio is in, you know?
No, because Dio was created by Delta. Because Dio is a clone. So I wrote there Left, Delta's brother. Dio is a clone of Left. Left is Delta's brother that was like his adoptive brother when he got sent back to like 1908 or whatever. And so, because that was Free the Soul, because he was trying to stop Sigma and them from coming back to the past to save the world, but then he wanted them to come back so that he could be born. And then, like what religious? Like, I think he just made it up because he didn't want to get shot. Because I think you have the choice to don't you have the choice to shoot him at the end of the game?
Yeah, but like, at the same time, even if you shoot him or even if you don't, it's gonna be like, you don't know what happens. They're gonna move the screen away, then cutscenes with the credits, and you're here like, okay, suck my dick. What the fuck? I went through all of that for you to be like, to be continued, and it never fucking... It's an open ending! Yeah.
Would you shoot him? If it was you went through all this stuff, would you shoot him?
We talked about that, about how everyone's reaction to this motherfucker with complex motives explaining how it all happened and how many dies because of a snail, and everyone's reaction was like, okay, that's fucked up, I guess. But then he says, I also killed the dog, and everyone's like, what the fuck? The reaction! Yeah, me too! What the fuck you did to the dog?
It's genuinely worse. It's worse because the dog has no concept of what's going on. He's not part of the game. He's not, like, aware. He's just a little creature there.
What the fuck you did to the dog, you sick fuck?
It's fucked up. The little old man.
Yeah.
I want you to try to imagine playing through the first 2 games and getting to the 3rd game, and then you get introduced to the snail.
Yeah,
And
that's
also
the
imagine
thing.
you played like 999 first came out in 2009.
Yeah.
So imagine waiting like that long for the third game and they're like, oh yeah, it just happened because of a snail. Like,
Yeah.
how mad would you be?
They fucking rushed everything. At least they released it. They
Yeah, because
tried
it
so
wasn't
hard to
even
release
supposed to
it.
come out or something.
Yeah, it was just crowded, fun crowded.
How mad would you be if you crowdfunded it and then that was what they made?
I don't know, man. To me, it's fucking peak. It's just my taste. I fucking
Yeah,
love
true.
the animations. It's so good. It's so good. I don't know. The scenes are so funny to me. That's why. Yeah, if I started off with the first and second and then the third one last, yeah, I feel like I would be mad. But I started with the third thinking like, wow, this is such a funny story, funny game, funny character. Haha, I can't take this serious. And then I finished the second game and I'm like, the snail! Did it! The snail! Yeah, it will be like that.
I will say that the like animations in 3 and stuff were a lot better than 2. I hated that they went to like 3D for it. I really like the sprites in 1.
The sprites have so much, I don't know, soul.
I remember specifically in Virtue's Last Award, it was like obnoxious with the 3D sprites because they didn't give them a lot of expressions. Oh,
there's
hello,
Yusan, thank you, Raid. What's you? USG Ultra Super Genius Raido. Ooh. Hi. There's
hello.
Did you have the glitch with Clover in the second game where she wouldn't stop smiling at every single thing she says?
Okay, I'm about to drop something in between the timelines in here. If you zoom out. Because I just went and copy pasted it.
What is it?
Because I was just about... Oh, it's on the left.
What the fuck?
I was just about to mention, they don't have enough facial animations, so she's like talking about killing people. She hates everyone, wants everyone to die. And she just has this face. She just always has this fucking smiling face when she's like crying over someone's dead body and she's just smiling.
Oh no, Charlotte is dead. Oh god, does anyone know the murder? I can't live without her smiley face.
Something's just wrong with her, I think. Like, she murders you in the first game. She don't know what's going on in the second game. She can't use her psychic powers. Like, she's tweaking out.
She's just a
She's
silly
smiling at
little
everything.
Oh, come on. She's just a silly
Half
little
the time
Gyaru.
she's like, I don't trust anyone. And she's like, I trust you. And then she like tries to seduce you.
That one was such a weird...
She tries to seduce old man Sigma.
Which is so fucking weird because that's such a sudden change that she never done that during the entirety of the game, and then she fucking is like, hey, $5 to see my tits or something. You listen to me, what did ya? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it only happens with like the older characters that they're bringing back.
It's insane. I can imagine the disgust. God
What
damn.
the hell?
What
I'm looking up the religious fanatic thing, and it says that it's literally just... The true motive for his plan to kill 6 billion humans is to prevent an even more deadly terrorist attack, though he killed 8 billion people. So he killed 6 billion people so that 2 billion people could live. Why wouldn't he just, like... I don't know, instead of, like, going through time, like, creating timeline shifts and, like, making paradoxes and creating this whole test center to, like, kill a bunch of people. Why didn't he just create a whole cult and everything to kill people to stop it? Why didn't he just like
would have ended
create
the humanity
it to find the person and kill them, or like get a shifter to send the information back in time to kill them instead of like everyone? I don't know, man.
It does feel. I have not actually. They reference Steingate a lot, but I have not played it to know how convoluted Steins Gate also is.
Oh, I've not played it either, but I know it's like people like it.
I don't know about the femboy. But the short ways is like doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, and that's all. She's so cute. He's so cute. Yeah, that thing is so cute. I love it.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is. But that's all I remember. It's an anime, yeah, but it started out from visual novel, did it not?
I thought it was usually a visual novel, isn't it? Did it start as an anime?
No, I believe it started as a visual novel and then they made an anime out of it.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
what
the
I
visual
would
novel.
assume.
Ruka is a boy, not Mayushi. I thought that one was a femboy. Wait. Sign the Ruka.
Oh, this character.
My bad, I confused them. Mayushi. They fucking look the same, fam. My bad. Shit.
Was the other one? Maishi?
Mayushi. Signs get Mayushi. You see it? Do you see the vision? How to do your feeling? The end of the third game was so that he could get a group of people so that he wouldn't have to kill 6 billion to save 2 billion.
But why did he do all that? Why didn't he just be like, hey, so you guys can shift through timelines and do all this crazy shit so you're already aware that the world is really fucking weird. There's this religious fanatic that's gonna kill everybody. Can you help me? No, I'm gonna stick you in the center and burn you to death and squash your body and blow off your limbs and infect you with an illness so that time goes slower.
At that time, they didn't have the potential to shift. They had to open the potential to shift, I think.
Make you get pregnant in a pod, make you send your children back in time, but also make you have to starve to death with your kids.
They needed like extreme condition to figure out how to shift by... I don't know how to explain. Yeah, the shifting thing. They needed because if they would be told like, hey, you can shift, they'll be like, oh, cool. Why can I not do it? And they need to not know that they can shift. They first need to learn.
But they learn that in 999, don't they? Doesn't Ace say that the reason he set up everything was to create a situation where Akane would have to shift because she's in a chamber about to be burnt to death? Because it's extreme conditions in which create the situation where you shift.
That's not all of them. There's just a few of them. I don't feel like the cop in QQQ doesn't know how to shift. Who else doesn't know how to shift? None of them know how to shift except for the kids and Junpei.
Yeah, because they're the kids that were there. But the reason that Ace did it in the past was because he knew that like you had to make life or death situations to make you shift, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was already known. I think the religious fanatic is fake, and I think Delta's just a sick weirdo. Because it's not brought up any time in the series until the end of the game, and he's suddenly like, oh, guys, it's not me. There's this other guy. I'm trying to stop the real bad guy. Okay, we gotta all turn against him. Don't shoot me.
I'm the good guy. Also, I killed the dog. What the fuck? Opinion discarded. What the fuck? It's kind of brought up in a virtual last reward. See, that's the thing, trying to connect the games. What a headache.
Well, Virtuous Last Reward, they figure out like, oh, we need extreme situations. Like Akane does that to them. That's how Sigma and Phi learn. But that's like post Zero Time Dilemma. So that's like information from the future. But they did know in the past because Ace already knew. But like that's why Ace set up the whole Titanic thing.
I found it like Zero Time Dilemma when they wake up. Phi and Sigma remembered or something. Like they made some references to each other, jobs to each other because they knew. But I'm not sure because it's a new cast. Wait, has Sigma ever met Junpei? Oh, he never met Junpei. He never met Junpei. He met old Junpei and he didn't know that was his name. And who else was in there? Tenma Oji. Oh,
but then also, like, Delta doesn't exist unless Zero Time Dilemma happens, so Delta has to create his own existence. Because if they're not in the bunker, Diana and Sigma, then the pod babies aren't born.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine like knowing that like your own son is like watching you create him.
What do you mean?
I
I'm
think
not
Delta's
the only
just a
one on the
weirdo.
chair watching. I'm
I
not the
think
only
Delta's
one.
just a weirdo because I'm pretty Sean was like a clone of like a sick kid that he saw, right?
No, he was dead.
Well, he was like not, but he was named after him, right? Wasn't that the name of the sick kid
I'm so
that he
confused.
saw like in the hospital or whatever?
Wait, the name of the sick kid in the hospital? Oh yeah, there was a
Yeah.
story. Yeah, you're right about mentioning so many characters outside of the fucking cast because I don't fucking remember the sick kid too much.
Yeah, this is like. Well, it sucks because there's so many characters in the series. I feel like they could have kept it more self-contained. Tim as confused as us. I feel like it was barely brought up because you don't talk to Delta until like towards the end anyway.
I guess the true question is, who is Zero in the first game? Is Akane, no? In the first game.
As Akane's trying to make... Oh yeah, because Akane's brother is fucking Santa and he never comes back. How does her own brother never appear again?
Santa was a bra?
Isn't Santa her brother?
Since when? What the fuck? That's new to me!
Since forever. Right?
Oh!
Am I right? They're not adopted, like they're siblings.
I have no fucking idea. What?
Yeah, it's older brother, Aoi Kurashiki. That's why they ran away together at the end of 999. They were both in the car.
Santa, what the fuck? This dude's fucking... What is he? What the fuck? That's the only time we ever see him. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's why it's weird. It's like, this is such an important character because Akane is so important. Why does her brother never show up again?
Like, literally has the concept of shifting and all of that. I would imagine he was like there with them in the second or third game to plan out the things.
No, he's just... I don't even think he's mentioned. At least Snake is mentioned. I don't think he's ever... Let me look at the
Snake
wiki.
is mentioned, but in the second game is never mentioned. Santa, but Snake is mentioned in the second game.
Yeah, because Clover's like, I can't talk to my brother because he's assumedly dead. Okay, let me see.
Do you think he died of Ligma 9?
Virtue's last word. He does not appear and is not even mentioned in the dialogue.
The black Santa or the white Santa? Which Santa has died?
Okay, in Zero Time Dilemma, Junpei asks
Santa.
Akane how Santa is doing, but she doesn't say. The Crash Key secret file implies that he helped Akane and the others from the outside while they're investigating. Says Akane away. Oh, and then the special ending things, they say they're gonna invite Aoi to his and Akane's wedding. Like, why would he not be invited? Yeah, I'm not gonna invite my brother to my own wedding.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Oh yeah, the Zero-Time Dilemma mini cutscenes that not even cutscenes, just journaling. Journal like.
Oh yeah, the little extra files. Yeah, he's mentioned in there because they say, oh, we should invite him to our wedding, Akane.
Imagine.
Like, if you didn't... Imagine just not inviting your like, what? I would be so mad.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I guess they just didn't want to... It's so weird because, like family relations and siblings and stuff seem like such an important concept in the first game, right?
And all of them, there's so much Brokon and Siscon, but where the fuck is the real actual Brokon? What's the original Brokon?
Clover, right?
Yeah.
Let's say Clover. She's kind of obsessive over her brother.
I mean, she used to until she started becoming a lesbian towards Alice. I don't know, man. She's so fucking weird. I can't fucking... she acts like one to me, man. I don't know. She's so weird. I don't like
these bitches
Clover.
Gay?
This bitch be gay. Yeah, good for her. But she crazy. Good for them, good for them. But she crazy. I don't like how they made her in the second game. I despise it.
Yeah. Oh, Kane's here.
We were talking about that. Holy shit, you're back. I missed you, bitch.
Shiva was like, is Akane gonna show up?
You're back, motherfucker. Oh, shit. Why would someone create a series of branching timelines so complex that two of their favorite people would work together to make sense of them? Perhaps the question is the answer. Shut the fuck up.
You ever read like someone saying something someone's talking, but they're not saying anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, yeah.
You writing stuff, but you're not saying anything. Chat GPT ass answer.
I think, therefore I am moment. Holy shit. Genius.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
I just made an arrow on accident. How did I do that?
Control Z? Oh, what?
Oh, I erased it, but apparently there's an arrow tool. Wait, no, the arrow went away. How did I make an arrow?
That one. Draw all arrows.
What
Meow.
the?
Draw arrows next to the highlighter.
Oh, what the heck?
Uh-huh.
Hey.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite character?
On all of them?
Well, I guess Sigma, but
I'm very...
is Sigma your favorite?
How the fuck do I explain knowing that he's the Oji-san brain in the young Sigma's body? Because I just have so many complex feelings. Complex feelings. It's gonna be a very weird...
I get it.
I'm gonna have to say is the asshole because... I know you're gonna be like, what the fuck would you like Dio? Because he was voiced so well. It was made so perfectly for me to fucking despise him.
Oh, he's very
he's so
well written.
Yeah, he's so well written. I fucking love and hate and wanna strangle Dio, but at first I despised the rabbit so much, Zero Junior, but then I correlate them with Clara and I was like, holy shit, they sound just like Clara! Just like exactly the same! Holy fuck!
Oh yeah, I had mentioned to Tenma, but let me double check to make sure. Behind the voice. But what's the name of the rabbit again? 03 or Zero Junior?
Junior, I believe, yeah.
Yeah,
What's 03?
She's oh wait, no, she's Amy Rose. That's who she is.
Oh, it's not the Sakura voice actor?
No, I don't know why I thought she was Sakura. I think that's someone else maybe in the game. But she is Amy Rose. Like Amy Rose's voice for like all of time. So it's really funny to hear that voice being different.
It's so good.
She had a lot of fun with the role, you can tell, I think.
You can tell like when she goes like Ziggy Fido. I like when she goes crazy like that. Isn't she cute? Ah! Back in the day when they were making very cute mascots for puzzle games. Damn.
I miss mascots. Bring back mascots!
I was looking at Leah's gameplay a bit of the 100 lines, and I have to be honest, man, I despise that mascot with so much hatred. That so fucking ugly piece of shit design. What the fuck? Bring back the Kuma design or whatever cutie patootie design. I don't want to see that ugly ass mascot. It's like a fucking bubble with a brain in it. It's ugly. Blech.
It's ugly. It makes me think of the one from Rain Code, which was the previous game that the creator had made. Because it's just a little ghost, and Rain Code was a little ghost too.
It just looks so fucking disgusting.
You don't want to take him and shake him and watch his brain like jiggle around inside of him?
I want to watch him become the little egg on the fence and push him down. That's awful.
You want to crack him open over a pan?
I want to crack him open. I want to make an omelette. Have you had brain? Oh, yes?
Oh, I was gonna say, I feel like it's kind of rare that they have characters, because it's like, you know, they want to make more complex characters in games, you know, but like more complex, interesting characters in games. It's like, it feels like it's very rare that you have a character that's just like a fucking asshole piece of shit that you hate, and there's no redemption of them.
Not even
like, they don't try to make them like, oh, well, actually, he's sympathetic because blah, blah, blah. Like, Dio is just straight up like a dick, and he was made to be that way.
Yeah, I respect that. I like that.
It's refreshing. It's like rare that happens, I feel like.
Kay. I also enjoyed Kay, the robot. The
one
I
in the suit.
But he's
so moe.
He's so moe, but at the same time, he's a walking contradiction. He says something, and then he does the opposite.
Well, because he's not always K. Sometimes he's a Kane. Sometimes it's like depending on what route you are, whoever's in the suit is different, right? But in K's route, it is. In his own route, he is the clone, because I remember you open it up and you see Sigma's face.
Yeah,
he's so cute, though.
Oh, look at him go! Look at him
I bet he like I feel so sad looking back because like all he wanted was to have like a family because Sigma was a deadbeat dad, always working, never did anything with them. So when everyone finally came to the base, that was like his first experience of being around people. So it's like it's silly thinking of Sigma's body being in there doing that, but like mentally it's like his first time like having friends and like getting to be a kid and stuff.
Damn, you just wanna be loved.
Yeah, he's just Schrodinger's cat, but
It's just Schrodinger's cat.
he's so cute. Imagine asking your dad for a mom and then he makes a fucking robot.
Yeah, it's a lot of questions. I don't know. It's just there's some similarities. I swear, it's just weird. It's just weird. Maybe because he missed her so much because he had to shift or something. No, they died. Yeah, he
she
shifted
dies.
because she couldn't shift. No. Could
No,
she
she
shift?
could shift, but
She
I
could
think
shift. Oh.
she died early into Virtue's Last Reward, if I recall, or like
I don't think she could
childbirth
shift.
or whatever, because she survives because she's the one that takes Phi out. Remember, she like Sigma gets blown up. That's how he loses his arms and his eye, and then Phi gets Radical 6 injected in her. Says burn my body. Diana knocks her the fuck out, and then her and Sigma escape, and Virtue's Last Reward happens. So she was assumedly alive for some time, but she died.
Damn, that's
Not
so
during childbirth. I don't know why I
confusing
said that
to think.
because, you know.
Cause
But-
I was thinking that one ending with her and Sigma, they had no more water, no more food. She just gave birth to the two kids. They made them teleport or some shit, and then they died of starvation or something. So I
Not
was
only did they die of
thinking-
starvation, but
Oh.
like the kids are cloned. They're not like actually sent.
kids
So they died of
die as well!
starvation. Yeah, the kids, because they can't like actually teleport people. They make clones of them that they sent
Oh
back
my
to like
God.
1908. So it's like sad because they gave birth and then they had to, because wasn't Sigma not eating and giving Diana his food
Yeah.
because she was pregnant? So they have to not only starve to death themselves, but have to like be there with their babies that starve to death.
That's so insane. And I feel like he shifted to the timeline where he misses her. I don't know, it was the timeline when she wasn't there for him, so he made a robot to remind himself for her. I think he shifted in a different timeline than her. She shifted in a different timeline than him, I'm not sure. It's just a weird concoction. How it happened between the two of them. That made
I remember
him
she
wanna
was
build
made
a
because
robot.
Kay asked for a mom because I
Yeah,
think
but the similarities.
he was not happy with her, and then Akane was kind of a mom for some time because he knew Akane, and it was because Akane would visit.
Oh yeah,
But-
I kind of did visit. But
I
when
guess
they
she was
died,
just the best reference.
I
for
guess
what
she
a
was
mother
the
would be.
best reference. But
Yeah.
when they died and he shifted back to make a mom for Kay or whatever, when he asked, where did she go? Where did the mama go actually? Did she not shift that in time? To a different time?
In which timeline?
What about did she shift it? Did she shift it in the end or was she just in one game?
She's actually mentioned in Virtue's Last Award. That's what's interesting.
Oh.
So there was some level of planning. There's a blue memory card in the pressure exchange chamber safe.
Hey.
There's a recorded conversation on December 31st of 2028, which is like a little bit, it's like 6 days after you get kidnapped at the beginning,
Oh.
I think.
Yeah.
At the Mars mission test site. An operator is talking to the participants inside the facility, so I guess this is Delta talking.
Ah.
Situation's gone awry. Diana reports that Radical 6 escaped and said that she didn't kill 6 people, but 6 billion. Okay, so that's her recording the end of, that's her recording. It's a recording of Diana when she takes Phi out, doesn't burn her body, and takes Sigma out of the test site after he's been blown up when they escape. That's in Virtue's Last Reward. She says, I've killed 8 billion people because she knows that she just released the virus into the world.
Fuck it, we're bored. God damn. Little company, you're so right. There were 2 guys on the moon and one killed the other with a rock. Would that be fucked up or what? Yeah, but they can shift. It's fine. They can just restart a new game, little bird. They'll get that quota. Don't worry about it.
I feel
What
bad.
a
I feel like
fucking
I had like a
experience.
decent
What an experience. It's just you can't. Trying to make sense of the games in a normal order and make it all fucking make sense, but at the same time it doesn't.
I forgot Diana was divorced. I totally forgot about that. That was such like a weird random...
Oh, Tenmyoji or Sigma?
No, Diana was divorced before Zero Time Dilemma.
Ah, yes! I think she said something like that.
Because he would like beat the hell out of her. And then he would show up at the hospital.
She had a beat up fucking... and she was an
That's
alcoholic.
why she came to the test site.
Yeah, she was an alcoholic and she was beat the fuck up by her husband. There were such fucked up stories.
Like, why? That was so bizarre. That was her motive for joining the test site. I forgot about that completely. Because I feel like it was mentioned like once and then never again. Which would be weird to keep bringing up like, my husband beat me over and over, but...
It's okay, like everyone had a very weird story. What was the Booba chick story? She was a murderer, yeah. And Zero Time Dilemma. Heck,
she was just, I think, a sociopath from birth because she originally hurt animals and then started, or psychopath, I can't remember which one it is. But she like hurt animals first, right? And then she started killing people.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because it was Akane's mom when she was on a run or something that she killed from the snail or whatever.
My motherfucking.
But I'm pretty sure she started with animals.
I can fucking change her moment.
Oh my, I hate him so much. God, just, I feel like, have you ever played any David Cage games? Like
no.
Heavy Rain and stuff like that.
Not
oh my god,
yet.
I need to see you play.
I'm blind.
Would you like to play some David Cage game?
Yes.
Okay.
I just know the glitch with Sean clip and that's all.
Jason. Yeah, one of the games has a similar thing where like the game jumps all around the timeline without explaining the order that it fully is in. And I felt like the same thing with Zero Time Dilemma, that they kind of do it to mask the bad writing.
Wait.
Because it's just like all over the place.
Wait, that is all such true. Do you think the brother planned everything all along? So he planned to make it all fit into place? So the fucking...
I mean, I guess...
fucking alcoholic and beat up a moment?
I mean, knowing that it's Delta, he could have just mind-hacked her husband and beat her. Wait, that's crazy. Wait, imagine mind-hacking your mom's ex-husband to beat her up so that you are born. You're beating up your own mom as like your mom's ex-husband, because that's his ability. He has mind hacking. That's all he can do. He cannot shift or anything, but he can control people. Did Delta beat up his own mother?
You can... yes, that could be a thing. That could actually... Yeah, reverse Back to the Future moment. Delta have the ability to see the future too. Didn't... He could read minds. No.
Yeah, he could read minds.
He can shift.
And control.
Oh, he couldn't. No, he can't shift.
No, he couldn't shift. He could control
shift.
people's abilities, and he could.
Because
didn't he make people shoot each other or something? Not like a player choice, but like characters randomly like killed each other in some endings or something.
Yeah. He also has the super mega computer. The super mega computer one that's like a scene moment.
Calculated every possible.
Yeah, every possible outcome for him.
This is some JoJo's Bizarre Adventure bullshit. I'll be real with you.
It's me and Snippy were like having this moment talk and face Discord for a while, like 4 months ago or something. We were talking about how.
We were spamming it up.
We were spamming the channel up. There was a channel called Gaming Channel, and I was like so overwhelmed because the only person who would interact with me after finishing the fucking game series was Amy, because she played it, but she wouldn't talk to me that much. So I would just sit there, contemplate to myself, talking about the series and how it fucked me up as an ending. And then Sleepy comes in and we spam the shit out of it by talking about the game.
Yeah, because we were originally gonna do this back in like January or February, I think. But then we got kind of bonked to like not interact because
we had
Cleo was showing up in chats a lot, and they're like, okay, no more interacting. So I was like, okay. He's demanding.
Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Why?
Why? Because we weren't debuted yet. So
yeah,
the more we interact, the more obvious it is.
She made it a
like
bit
if I'm
too
suddenly
obvious.
interacting with Tenma. Yeah.
She made it very obvious. She would be. I know Cleo wasn't that active in the face chat before, so the moment she joined the server, she was instantly so fucking active every fucking way. Like, Cleo, control yourself.
She was just excited. She waited a long time. Me and Mari were pretty late, but she waited like a year and a half or more or something.
Yeah, she was the first, I believe. No?
Yeah. I know I was the last because I remember I signed my contract and then immediately the group chat was made and Cleo was like, yay, finally! And I was like, oh,
yeah.
Oops.
She was so excited. Ah. That is true.
It worked out though.
Sakana, let me in, coach. I'm ready, coach. Coach, let me in. yeah.
But yeah, that's why it's May and we're finally doing this.
Yeah.
But
I was so happy. I was so happy. I don't know if people was like in talks with you or anything. There was like this one moment. I really liked Mari. So I was like so hyped. I was like, oh my god, will Mari join us? Yeah. And then I saw she was part of this other group. And this other thingy, I don't know, subgroup, Twitch subgroup thingy, I forgot the name.
Oh yeah, Mythic.
So I went Mythic and I posted in the random channel. I was like, man, I'm so sad. She's not joining. I thought she'll join. And people, this fucking Ksogaki ass bitch takes a screenshot of my meltdown, my breakdown, being sad, and shows it to Mare's DM, both laughing like she doesn't know. What the fuck?
No.
She doesn't know.
That hurts.
That hurts.
Did you know like I was joining before I got like added to the Discord, or was it like a surprise?
That's the thing. I'm not. As much as I look like I'm active, I'm not active in terms of news. So I knew about Cleo for sure because she was the longest waiting. Sakana had mentioned that at some point in a meeting, some point in the future. I don't remember. No, not because Sakana. Literally, Cleo fucking DM me and be like, yeah, guess who's gonna join? She just gave me the fucking message DM immediately after she signed it. She's like,
oh my god,
who's joining? I'm like, what the fuck? Cleo, control yourself.
She's excited.
Now. And then she gave me the fucking screenshot with a Sakana call her autistic. I was like, what the fuck? It must be nice, I can't wait. But Mari, I didn't know obviously because I thought she'd be in Mythic. And you also a surprise, but that was the best news. All three of you are very well viewed in my eyes, as in good kids. Good hugs. Kids. Hug kids. Yeah.
Hag kids?
Hug kids. Ksogakis. Ksobaba.
Oh. I'm not
Lori Baba. I don't know what each and every single one of you. I just know one of you, it's past the expiration date, but it's okay. I respect that.
I'm not a hag. Everyone thinks I'm a hag. I'm not a hag.
It's okay. It's okay.
Why are you saying it like that? Like you don't believe me?
It's okay to feel like you're 19. I do that daily. I feel like I'm always 19.
Yeah, we just turned 19.
We just turned 19. It's good. I like that. It's
if anyone says otherwise, ban them.
She gets it. She gets it. Is there like a way to ever explain properly all of them chronologically? We just got sidetracked there.
Oh, yeah. I figured it would be, yeah, but anyway. all the games chronologically.
I wonder if we can do that. Yeah! Would that make even more sense? We just jumped into one meme to another and we didn't really went to the...
It's just so hard because when the games are written, I feel like 999 was self-contained enough that they didn't... I don't know if they planned to write the rest of the games, you know what I mean?
That is
so it's like,
true.
Because there's just straight up stuff like Kay not coming back because he's brought up and he even shifts back in time.
Yeah.
With
Fuck
Sigma.
that guy.
But
No
he
one
just
gives a shit about him.
disappears. I care.
No one gives a shit about K.
What the
Who's
hell?
Kay?
And then
Something.
yeah, 99 feels pretty self-contained. It's hard to like we can explain chronologically, but there's just so many plot holes because it just like wasn't fully planned out from the beginning. I
I
think.
feel like they tried to make the other games because 999 had some questions that weren't fully explained, but while making the games to explain those questions, more questions will come. So they made the third game and they were like, fuck it.
The only
fuck it.
thing that I remember being open in 999 is just what are the Myrmidons? What is
Yeah.
Free the Soul?
Yeah.
And then where did Akane and Santa go? And I think that's it.
So anyway, terrorism. Terrorism is a thing.
Trust
okay.
me, guys, there's this religious fanatic that's gonna kill everybody. So I need you to give me $3 million right now because it's the only way we can stop him.
The three numbers
Okay,
on the
I've
back of your
trapped you all
card as
here in
well.
the stream because he's real. You have to believe me. We have to stop this guy.
Proof, I made it the fuck up. Anyway, the
sw-
snail. Yes.
I think he made it up.
What a fucking
Oh, so-
complex series. Yeah.
I looked it up because I remember someone. Delta cannot see the future, but
Yeah.
he can perceive others' thoughts, and then because of that, he can see their memories of other timelines. So that's what it is that he can look at shifters and know their thoughts from other timelines, and that's how he can know like the future, the past, especially for like Sigma and Phi who are coming from like 50 years in the future.
But my issue with that is, when you shift, do you not have only the last memories before you die? When shifting? Do you have the whole memory of your past life?
Yeah.
Oh, well, what the fuck? I didn't know that, huh?
Because
My God,
remember
the
there's
Marks.
like times where like they didn't know the answer to a puzzle, so they shifted away, found the answer, and then shifted back, I think, in Zero Time Dilemma. Yeah, that's the whole point of shifting. The only reason that they don't know stuff in Virtue's Last Award is because they've been shifted all the way to the future, like against their will. They don't know that they can shift. So there's like the shifter who is aware of what's happening, and then the shifty, the person who's getting swapped with, that has no clue what the fuck is going on. They're just being yanked around. How many versions of themselves are just being fucking yanked around, brought to like a life or death situation, and just immediately die?
I feel like it's
Like
a
the scene where they're
paradox.
in the like casino room where they get like shot to death and they have to like shift immediately. Do you remember?
I remember.
Yeah,
oh my
like
God.
that's so fucked up that you're bringing like a version of yourself that has no clue. Like imagine like you're just like cooking at your kitchen and then suddenly you're in front of a bunch of guns and just die.
Yeah, the
Like
third game,
how many like versions of themselves are just out there like that?
the shifting in like the first and second game wasn't as unserious as the third game. The third game, there's like, okay, we figured out we can do this. It's time to shift. Avengers unite. Kill me. Stab me.
Yeah, it's like
shoot me.
it's
Yes.
like jumping for fun, you know? Just fucking around, might shift.
Yeah. Fuck. I'm in the wrong timeline. Time to fucking stop myself.
I had to sneeze, but the sneeze didn't come out. Gonna shift back. Look at the light.
Yeah, that's why I fucking love the third game. It's so cinema to me.
Yeah, because the only shifting that happens in the first game is not even like physical mind shifting. It's just sending information.
Yeah.
Because
That's
it's just
very
like,
much
oh,
it.
password's password. Oh, here's how to do a Sudoku. But
here's how I'm gonna teach
the
you.
third
how to
game is
spell.
just like, yeah, I'll go 3 hours ago. I'm gonna go to this other timeline. I'm gonna go here. Oh, whoops, there's a lot of guns. Never mind. Goodbye.
Fuck, I'm the bad guy in this timeline. Well, I guess it's time for me to kill people.
Oh yeah, that's a question I have.
Yeah.
Do you think Akane is a bad guy?
If I would have played the origin, I would be like, I feel like I understand the complex motives, but because I fucking despise the living shit out of her due of this fucking awful ending in 999, I wanna fucking yeet a child. I never wanted to beat up a kid as badly as Akane. If I met her child version, I would have fucking beat the shit out of it. I would have beat the shit out of her with no hesitation.
I played through an order and I could kind of forgive her for tweaking on the password thing because she's like scared she's like a little kid that thinks she's about to be burnt to death, so she's like freaking out. But I still also hate her and think she's a horrible person for everything that she did, because she also does she ever feel regret? I don't remember her ever feeling like...
She's so fucking psychotic. I don't know what to fucking explain. She couldn't
like she does not give a shit about everyone else. Like Clover and Alice and everyone that gets trapped in Virtue's Last Reward that's stuck in that, like... I don't remember her ever being like, damn. Sucks for y'all that are in this shitty timeline. Because she can shift.
Oh.
Do you think like shifting so much makes you like lose empathy?
That could be a thing. Because there's no more fear of death, no more fear of regret.
Yeah, you don't have any consequences of your actions.
No more consequences, that is true. It could be like, it can be solvable if we keep trying, I guess. Type of shtick.
You finished Outer Wilds pretty recently, right?
Yeah, last month.
I had a very similar feeling for Outer Wilds with the ancient civilization that trapped every... Oh, wait. Sorry, Outer Wilds spoilers. Outer Wilds spoilers. Sorry, no head.
Woo, 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 woo. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck
yeah,
out of here.
Yeah, please mute.
Woo, 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 woo.
I'm so sorry. To be fair, what I've said is in the Steam description. But... yeah, I'll type in chat when we're done. I am so sorry. I didn't even just...
We started discussing spoilers for 10 minutes. Close the tab for 10 minutes. I'm gonna do a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spoilers! See you in 10 minutes. Yeah, what do you want to say?
Okay, sorry. I am so sorry. I didn't even think about, like...
yeah, don't worry
people
about
not playing that. It's in the Steam description and it sucks. I wish it wasn't in the Steam description because that's, like...
I didn't read that.
Such a... yeah, I think... hopefully people will tell you to be like, don't read the Steam description, just buy the thing. But I felt like a very similar feeling with the ancient civilization that trapped all of them, like trapped everyone in that time loop. Because everyone's just dying again and again and again.
Oh.
And only like 3 or 4 people get sent back in time.
Wait,
like it feels like a similar thing.
The Nomai or the DLC ones? Which civilization?
The Nomai.
Ah, the Nomai. Okay.
Because they created the time loop, so like all of the people that live in the universe are just dying again and again and again. And of course they're not like aware of it fully, but it's not supposed... yeah, see, I assumed everyone here would have watched you play Outer Wilds too. And it's like a very recent stream, so that's why I assumed, you know. But like I had talked about Outer Wilds because I played it off stream and then did a discussion stream, and I had the same question, was like, were the Nomai like ethical? Is that an ethical thing to do, to like have these people get stuck in a time loop again and again and again? Right.
That is actually a good question, because they do have ethics. They do have... maybe it depends which ones you're talking about, because they have been split into different tribes on different planets.
Yeah, because some of them did question like the ethics of the situation.
Like a lot of them did question. They were like, "Are you sure this is okay?" And the other one is like, "Shut the fuck up, or I'll beat the shit out of you." Yes, it is okay. Don't listen to this crazy one. Yeah,
it's for the better of existence. But yeah, I feel like there's like definitely a parallel there with Akane. Not fully, because it's like much more like small contained, but I don't know. Like, what do you think? Do you see like some kind of similarities there? I feel like it's much more like less cut and dry in Outer Wilds. Like Outer Wilds, it seems much better what they're doing, and Akane just straight up seems like a psychopath because half the time she's just doing it because of Junpei, or supposedly.
It's slightly similar but also different, because the Nomais, they discuss throughout their journeys the way they're thinking about this, the positives, the negatives. Meanwhile, Akane is there being like, yeah, we're gonna do this. No explanations. Get shifted, idiot. Fucking apocalypse.
Yeah, we're kidnapping
Death.
people. We're putting you in life or death situations.
Yeah. It's like no comment. You're joining this, whatever you like it or not. I feel like it's a bit of a difference, but I kind of see it, especially the crazy ones in No Minds. Not the crazy ones, but the very passionate ones about the project. Very much.
I just remember. I don't know why I didn't think about that earlier, but it's. Yeah, I think it's always interesting to think about that. It's like, if you were in this situation, would you do it? Like, I had actually written down as a question, like, if this was you, would you be able to knowingly, like, infect yourself with Radical 6 to, like, complete your goal? Because of, like, the time slow? Like, because it makes your brain run faster, so you can do more in less time.
The thing is, I'm too much of a petty bitch to do it, because I will think to myself, hey, wait a second, why the fuck should I do it to save those people? Like, some of those people are people I fucking hate. Nah, man, I'm petty. I don't wanna. I'm too petty.
If you were in Virtue's Last Award, find out you're on the moon, Akane brought you there. I don't understand how they didn't just kill her. We can probably... I'll probably stop on Outer Wilds.
Okay. Spoilers finished. Spoiler finished. We
I'm
going
so
back
sorry.
to games. No, don't worry about it. My mods are like part of the zombie group of Outer Wilds zombies or whatever they call the fan base. They're just very strict about that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I assumed everyone had watched the stream.
Pretty much, Akane got trained since youth. Because they get trained as children into this project. They get brought up as kids into this. The first game, she's innocent. She's getting the hang of it.
Everyone's involved.
The second game, she's fucking psycho. I don't know. In the second game, I guess Clover is there as well. She went through that as well. Why the fuck is she dumb as fuck? What is happening? Why is she so special in this one? I don't know.
You know what? Who got brought through in the pods? It was Clover, Alice, Phi.
Was it Sigma?
Dio's.
No. Dio?
No, because Sigma's in his old body, even though it's his young thing. Dio is like a clone. I don't know when. I don't think Dio was in a pod, was he?
Snuggle. He got in.
He snuck in.
He snucks in. Yeah. He snucks in and kills Baba Akane.
Yeah. Unless she's in the suit. Yeah, only 3 persons. Maybe being in... Because Alice is fucking weird as hell, too.
She's so...
But Phi's brain gets swapped. So maybe being in the pods makes you, like, stupid.
They do actually say that. Yeah, they do make you very slow.
Yeah, maybe being in the pod for 50 years just cooked their brains.
They were talking about that being on the moon, something, they made you think much more slower than normally. I guess they had explained that your brain becomes much more slower. Everything gets slower on a rate. You move slow. Everything gets slower compared to when they go out.
Wait, are you talking about Radical 6?
The Radical 6 was frying the brain. Yeah, pretty much. That's why they're acting so stupid. They were all infected, wasn't it?
Yeah, because Radical 6 like changes your processing time in your brain.
Yeah.
But I wonder if the pod 2, being in a pod for 50 years, makes you dumb as hell and crazy.
I don't quite
And that's
remember.
why Clover and Alice are weird.
They were talking about the cryogenic freezes effects and stuff, no? But I don't remember how it is fully.
But supposedly the pods heal you.
They do, but they also have freezing. They have two options, healing and freezing. Do you want to become a freeze chicken nugget or you want to be heated up? Which one do you want to?
Neither. Neither. I don't know, man. That's... The more I think about it, the more fucked up Akane is. And yeah, I guess she experienced a death like again and again. Like she died so many times. I feel like you just don't have any... Like her sense of reality must be like fucked up.
Yeah. Microwave a frozen dinner. Yeah, that's exactly how it feels like when you microwave a frozen dinner. In the cryogenic.
Wait, so Alice actually was all ice?
All ice.
Yeah, because she got frozen in the pot. She was a pod baby.
She wasn't in. I still don't understand the correlation between the first game when they see Alice picked up, and then you see her in the second game, and they give so many references to the story made, and they said no, it's actually she's not a fucking missing princess, Egyptian princess, you know. But they reference so many stuff about it that they make her dress up as one, and it makes me lose my fucking mind.
I don't think they fully explain it. She just does it to troll.
Dumb. She's being a little bit too silly, I guess.
And All Ice was like an urban legend, so it's not even like confirmed that she's real, right? Like it was like an urban legend thing. They're like, hey, have you heard of this?
Yeah, have you heard of this?
It does
the effects
this and
of
that.
the cryogenic and stuff. Yeah, they're
Imagine you're just like, imagine you're in a fucking death game with people. You're trying to solve a room to get out, because otherwise you'll die. And then your teammate with you is saying like, hey, have you ever heard of like giant African snails? Like, did you know that they're like the size of a rabbit and they eat drywall off of houses? They give meningitis and they eat crops. They're actually illegal to own in the United States, but people like sneak them into Florida. Like, how I would be so angry.
That's very much what fucking happens 90% with this whole fucking game. That fucking kid with ADHD is trying to help you escape, but he's like, the Egyptian only method to survive was to die. What the fuck, random ass quotes? What is this? Yeah, they just give the most randomest thing ever. The comparisons as well sometimes. The stories, they try to explain something, giving like a different story to make it make sense, but it makes it more complex. Nah. The fucking... What the fuck do you call that? The one with the Chinese room. How the fuck you learning Chinese method? That made me so fucking confused. Them trying to fucking explain the Chinese room? Chinese book, whatever the fuck that is.
It's like weird because they mix up like real stories with fake ones.
Yeah.
I think that's, which is like cool because it makes like them much more believable. But some of them are just like really bad. Yeah, they're really bad like allegories. Like it don't make no damn sense.
That whole scene was so weird. I like the one like, oh yeah, that's neat. The one where you look at the picture and you're like, what do you see? I see a dog. And I'll sit there with them being like, I don't... What? Where the fuck is the dog in this one? Yeah. Remember the dog? Ah, the dog. Yes. Ah, yes, the pepperoni. Yes, the pepperoni. Like, it makes no fucking sense.
Do you eat pepperoni on your pizza?
I like pepperoni on my pizza.
I'm like Hachima. I get the pepperoni and then I take it off. Because it makes the cheese cook more evenly if you get the pepperoni.
I like pepperoni.
Pepperoni, away.
I love pepperoni. I don't know. I don't like...
I'll give you my pepperonis.
Give me your pepperoni in a pizza box?
Yeah, you can have my pepperonis.
So when I open your pizza box, I'll see the pepperoni. Oh.
Yeah, and then I give you the pepperoni, you can have it.
That's a weird looking pepperoni. That's a very weird looking pepperoni. Close it.
I think if you play AI Somnium Files, I think you'll like it because it's a lot of these same kind of themes, but it's self-contained. And it wraps up nice. It's much more satisfying.
I heard that is good. How many games in the series? 2? 3?
2, and I think there's a third one coming out. I didn't play the second one because I was just like... Yeah, it is sillier too. I felt like happy with the first game.
I heard about that. I heard that it's pretty good. Did they make the same, the company, was it the same that did also that one Phil Gacha game? That it closes this year?
Was that another one? I think that was like a him and Danganronpa people or something. What is it called? I know what you're talking about. I feel like it was a collab game.
It was a collab,
but I might be wrong.
Oh, Tribe 9?
Yeah, Tribe 9.
Yeah, I have a bottle name memorization. I'm a picture type of girl, you see? Photo memory only. I don't know names. Tribe 9. Is it made by the same?
I don't think Yoshikoshi had anything to do with it. That's just the Danganronpa
guy. I thought they had like a collab.
That is...
Is that 100?
Did have a collab. That's 100.
100, yeah, my bad. I thought also.
Wasn't
it's
there
like
like a
9.
Danganronpa game about kindergartners too?
What? Kids?
Yeah, wasn't there like, because I know who did Raincode? I feel like they had more than one thing.
World's
Raincode
End
is
Club.
just Kodaka. World's End Club. Who worked on?
World's
Was that
End
just
Club.
him too?
I
Okay, World's End Club they also collabed on. That's what you're thinking about. I never heard anyone talk about it.
Oh, I remember now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the same artist as like more recent Pokemon and I think one of the new Gundam.
Oh, okay, I remember. Oh wow.
Yeah, that's the other collab they did. Tribe 9 they didn't collab on. I never heard anyone talk about it.
Wow, it's been so long.
But it's like
It's been
kindergarten Danganronpa, from what I understand. Like they're young.
5 years ago. Damn, that's surreal. It's kind of
When did
niche.
Raincoat come out?
It's very forgettable.
2
Ooh.
years ago. That's how Raincoat. I couldn't even finish Raincoat. It was so boring, and they
Oh, it
did
was an
something that really
exclusive.
pissed me off.
It was a Switch exclusive. What do I do? You can spoil it to me. I don't mind. I'll forget it anyway.
You want me to spoil it?
Yeah.
Okay, Raincoat spoilers. Though I've heard this game isn't worth playing except for the last 2 chapters.
It's
Warning,
gonna get
warning.
better, guys. 20 hours later. Trust me, trust me.
Okay, here's your warning. 5,
Ah.
4, 3, 2, 1. And yeah, I think it's... No, it came out on other consoles. So all the marketing stuff, they have like all these characters that they show. And they're on the box. And these characters are all over everything. And they all have unique powers. And they introduce them to you.
Yeah.
And then about like less than 5 hours in, they kill off every single one of them. And you get a different set of characters. Then you get 4 other people. Or 5 other people to interact with.
What? As in one ending or all of them?
No, it's just part of the... Like, the game has, like, I don't, maybe, like, 6 or 7 chapters. The
Oh.
first chapter, they just kill all of them in the beginning.
What?
Because it's supposed to be like, oh, it's a surprise shock thing. Which it made me more mad because the author has done that before with another game. I'm not going to say what game, but they did that with another game. Where they marketed... Yeah, they marketed characters, and then they just kill them off in the first chapter.
I gotta say it now. Which one was it?
Well, I don't want to spoil it,
Now
because
you
that
gotta
one's
say it
actually,
now.
like... Am I allowed to say? I mean, this old game.
I gotta say it now. Come on.
Okay, more spoilers, close your ears. The third Danganronpa game. All the marketing stuff has the girl, and they kill her in the first chapter, and you switch to playing a different
I've
character.
seen a lot of pictures of it. It's okay. I wasn't planning on playing any Danganronpa.
Yeah, if you
game
see any
anyway.
screenshots of gameplay, you'll see that you play as the detective and not the girl. So I feel like it's kind of obvious.
Like,
Yeah, they
it's
kill her.
fake
I remember
marketing.
she was marketed in everything. Finally get to play the game, and they kill her
I've
off in the
seen the
first chapter.
commercials. Yeah, she was everywhere. Like cut,
Yeah.
like
And for that, it was a
combos
cool
and
plot
everything.
twist because it was the first time happening and it was the main character. This, it's like, oh, here's all the side characters. They have all these cool powers. Like, every single one of them has unique ability, unique personality and stuff. And then they just kill all of them.
Damn.
Like, 4 hours to do the game.
I guess that would make
And
me
that just, like,
as-
pissed me off.
That would make me just as fucking mad, not gonna lie. I mean, it's glad. I'm glad that I won't play that. I'm too much here, dive deep into Kingdom Hearts lore to give a shit about anything else.
Here, I'll send you a picture. I'll DM you a picture of the front box. And then every single person on that, except for 1, 2...
Oh my god, yeah, similar art style as well.
Like, over half the characters on that die. Yeah, it's the Danganronpa artist.
Well, that's fucking stupid. God
Like, all
damn.
of their marketing stuff, pretty much all these people die. You get to have, like 3 lines of dialogue with them, and then they're just gone.
That's fucking stupid. What the fuck?
Yeah. So it started off, like, pissing me off.
Well, that fucking sucks at all as a fucking video game. That's so silly. What a complex motive has to be. Goddamn. You just got here. Can you start over? So, how familiar are you to shift your pants? Can you shift yourself at command?
I think that should be it for spoilers for Raincode. But yeah, I don't think it's worth playing. But I've heard that the last 2 chapters are like worth everything. But I just can't bring myself to finish it. Plus, I got it when it was a Switch exclusive, and I can't bring myself to play my Switch.
I have it
But
too,
yeah.
and I haven't played much on it, man. I only played like Luigi Mansion. What the fuck? That's all I ever played on it. I don't know what the fuck I use my Switch for.
The last chapters are great. Yeah, I can't do it, man. It made me mad. I don't like being baited and switch. I refuse to read Chainsaw Man because there was a bait and switch thing with that too that pissed me off with the marketing.
What was it actually?
Do you know Chainsaw Man?
Yeah, I do know it, but I'm thinking, what's the bait and switch exactly?
You know
Is
the
it
cute little
power?
puppy dog?
Oh yeah, the
The
puppy.
cute
Yeah,
puppy
yeah,
with
I
the
know.
chainsaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pochita was in all the marketing, and he's shown off, and they have this cute dog and all the stuff and everything. And then you read it in the first chapter, he fucking disappears. He gets absorbed or whatever the fuck. I don't even remember. It's been so long. And then he just isn't. He just barely shows up after that.
Yeah,
And it
but
made me
he's a
so mad.
fantastic mascot design. It's impossible to raise him if you make him
He's
into
so
a marketable plushie.
Yeah, he was fucking everywhere. And I read it, and then they just fucking like kill him off in the first chapter, and he barely shows up anymore. And it's like, well, now I'm pissed. I'm not gonna read this because you
I
showed
know
me this
that.
cute dog, and you took him away from me.
The fucking Oshinoko, yeah, that is so true. That's a very good comparison. That one I
Oh, did
can
Oshinoko
actually...
do something like that?
Yeah, you know, have you watched the anime or heard of Oshinoko? You know that.
I know about it, but I've not.
You know that song that was like the VTuber anthem
Yeah,
of
idol
the year?
everywhere.
Yeah, everyone was singing it because it was the new anthem for VTubers. How do I explain it without fucking getting mad? Oshinoko is basically the story of the idol industry behind, you know, of this woman. And this woman got pregnant with someone else as well, and she gave birth to 2 kids. Awesome. During her pregnancy, the doctor that took care of her died, and another kid with fucking cancer also died in the hospital while being a fan of that idol, and both the spirits went as this chick's kids that she gave birth to.
They shifted.
Yeah, they shifted. That's not the part that makes me mad. It's actually quite cool because the kid that got cancer experienced love and she's healthy and they both grow. But then the mom gets killed. So it's the kids, like the guy's like mission to find the culprit while also exploring the realistic side of the music industry, the entertainment industry. They give us some very good arcs, very good dark insight on how fucking dark can it be or hard can it be. Awesome. That's great. It's very fucking peak. The chick, the daughter, has no importance until like 60 chapters in. Like you've kind of forgot about her for like 60 chapters or something. She's not that important, I guess, for like 2 whole seasons or something. And this guy makes some friendships and goes through hardships and shows characters and side characters that grow, etc, etc. Motherfucker also hits the fucking fan. His shit hits the fan and makes everyone go back to being shit and questioning their worth and pretty much throwing everything they work for down the well. And how do I adds unnecessary incest? That makes no fucking sense because it's so weird, because it's still the doctor's soul in that boy that took care of that child that was cancer. That's the sister, and makes the sister kiss him, and he's like, bro, I'm spiraling so fucking hard because I never wanted this.
Wait, the doctor
Yeah.
kisses the cancer child
Yeah.
in
No,
their
but the
twin bodies?
Yeah, the sis, she kisses him by force and stuff, and he goes insane. He's like, what the fuck? Whatever.
Because it's technically not incest, but it is incest.
Yeah.
But then also, but it's a cancer child. Like how old? And the doctor assumedly has gone through many years of school.
Yeah.
So wait, it's like 2 levels of weirdness because then you have
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah, pretty much.
huh,
It's like it's the whole Sigma situation. You feel me?
yeah.
But thinking back about it, after that all happens, the boy that manages to grow and realize, revenge. Oh, chasing after revenge is bad and all of that. He fucking goes back into depression and revenge and fuck yeah, let's go. He gets immediately erased and killed. And it ends with everyone mourning that he dies for one chapter and then they move on with their lives.
I didn't bother watching it because I didn't seem something I'd be interested in, and I don't have time to watch things. Honestly, I'd rather watch streams nowadays. But I had heard that the author, I heard the author just like has done that before. Like they just suck at writing endings. And they just kind of suck at writing.
Yeah, he did the what's the name of that other manga? Fuck,
so I remember like when it was coming out, people were like, "Watch out, guys, they're gonna flop," and then
Love is War.
It started happening.
So there's this.
It's the same person who what?
Yeah, he's the same one that wrote for Love is War. That's why Love is War ending is shit-ish. It's very shitty. But there's a rumor that during
we don't talk about the second part.
During the second part of the Oshinoko creation, he started a different manga. Which that manga, I forgot what was called, something love. It was a romance one. Was so fucking bad, and the sales was horrendous. Because of that, he might have gotten so salty and demotivated. He just made it. He made Oshinoko shit intentionally, though being salty his other manga was shit. That's just a theory, but the timing is too fucking good.
To be that petty, yeah. I feel like you're just like, surely that would tank your career, right? Like, who would want to hire you? Who would want to have you in their magazine? I don't know. It feels like everything has a bad ending nowadays.
And I think he might have lost interest because he has been easily losing motivation. So maybe that's why. Yeah, the name of that manga is Love Agency. He's not even the artist. He's just a writer. So it's just a bit insane.
Oh god, he's not even art. He's just a writer, and he's How does that happen? How does someone? Okay.
Should have just stick to one thing. He started Oshinoko also around the time he was at the ending of Love is War, I think, and that's why that ending hit the fan about how shit it was.
That's crazy. See, when I think of like someone that writes but doesn't do art, I think of like Inagaki, who did like I Shield 21 and like Dr. Stone. And it's like, okay, yeah, get that guy an artist. But then hearing the Oshinoko guy doesn't even draw, it's like, who is funding getting this guy an artist?
I think he had like money from Love is War or something, because it was pretty popular. I don't know how it works really behind the scenes, because it's just, it can either be hell or either just they're bored. They're bored and they just have it hard and they need to get onto vacation hiatuses over and over and over again. The excuse of I'm sorry, I'm in Hera is just very popularized. I can't tell you how often I've seen it.
I don't even think it is an excuse. I think they genuinely are.
It do be like that.
They genuinely are.
Oh my god,
yeah, I think like interest waning is pretty common too. It's either like they get bored and don't want to write anymore and they're being forced to keep writing because it makes money, or they have like something they really want to do and tell, but the magazine's like, okay, chop, finish it up, we're done. Finish it up, come on, you got 2 chapters left, get this shit done. Because that's what happened to Bleach, right?
Yeah.
And like a lot of other stuff, they're just like, okay, you've been here long enough, get the fuck out, finish it up. Yeah. It feels like a lot of stuff, a lot of Shonen had that recently. Like just sudden endings.
Very
like,
rush, yeah, exactly. They need to reach
feels like the same kind of happened with this, since they couldn't even get the 3rd game funded.
Pretty much, you need to reach this quota, and if you don't reach it in this time, they just cut it immediately. I think the same happens to Tribe 9. You gotta reach a quota, and if you don't reach it in this specific time, it means you cut it off. No matter how good it is for the fans.
It sucks because, like, it makes me so scared to get invested into anything nowadays.
See?
Like if something isn't like completely just contained within itself and it's done, I don't
See?
want to like get invest. Yeah, it's scary. It's scary.
I don't think Yu Hakusho was wrote that quickly, if I think about it. The ending? I truly believe the ending, the fight, the last fight took... Maybe I am thinking of the tournament arc, am I not? The tournament arc season took the last fight. Literally, it took like 5 episodes or something. I don't know, it was like literally a Dragon Ball Z level of insane length between fights. Oh, I'm not sure. The old ones? I don't feel so. Eh. Oh, My Hero Academia. I heard about that one.
Oh
Which
yeah, Hero
is-
Academia had like a rushed ending. I think Jujutsu Kaisen was like very kind of like sudden and not good. Demon Slayer was like very much sudden, like extremely sudden. Like wasn't Demon Slayer's thing kind of like whoa? From what I heard. But I mean like I guess like with older anime you don't think it happens as much, but it's like there's one series that I've been reading that started coming out in the fucking 70s and there's not been a new chapter in like 20 or 30 years. And I don't know if it's ever gonna get finished.
Yeah, this is you don't. Yeah.
I mean, like Hunter x Hunter, like is that ever gonna get? I mean, well, the issue with that is just like aging writers rather than other stuff. But
We shall never receive the ending of Gantz? Was it? Fuck. Was a different name for it. I forgot the name because the author died. Oh man, Berserk.
Berserk?
Yeah, Berserk. Sorry, Gantz is the name of the character. But yeah, there's a couple of rushed endings. I was very big into. Was it shoujo? I believe shoujo. Do you know? How do I explain? Yeah, shoujo. It's a shoujo series. Yumeiro Patissier. Do you know that? I was so into Yumeiro Patissier is like literally a cooking, not cooking. It's more like a dessert competition school academy thing, and it was the cutest shit ever. And then I never fucking finished it. I wanted so much an anime adaptation of it, and I had to read the manga, but the manga went on hiatus at some point in life. Or like,
yeah, that's the one I was talking from the 70s. Do you know Glass Mask?
yes.
Yeah, Glass Mask has not had a chapter in like 30 years.
Mom. Or like Gakuen Ares is so cute. It's also shoujo. That one they finished in manga, but I was so sad they never did an anime
I thought you were
continuation.
talking about Kitchen Princess for a second.
No,
and
no,
they had,
Yumeiro
like-
Patissier.
Yeah, do you know Kitchen Princess? Kitchen no
Yes.
Ohime-sama. It's another like early 2000s, I think.
Ah, yeah, what a classic.
I have, like, you just set off, like, alarm bells in my head, because this was one of the first shoujo that I think I ever bought and read, and there's just, like, a weird, bizarre thing towards the end, where the main love interest suddenly gets hit by a car, dies in a chapter. And then it's just, like, out of nowhere, he's just like, okay, I'm going to the competition, gets hit by a car and fucking dies, and they just swap to a different love interest.
Yeah, that's
And, like, they forget about it after, like, a chapter.
classic. I love
What
that.
is wrong with romance artists? Like, they have to create the most insane shit for drama.
Classic. I don't you love that? Don't you love that? I love that. Yeah. Don't you love that? I believe like the romance in like Catch Up to Sakura also had some weird ass romance. Some weird ass teacher student moment.
Oh, a lot of like shoujo that like we grew up with
back
had
then.
that stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Glass Mask, the fucking love interest is like what 30 years older than her and stalks her
Yeah.
around.
There's one.
There's Skip Beat, I
Fuck.
think, also has a really fucking weird romance too.
There's
And, you know, I always thought it was just like a shoujo issue that like there's this like crazy weird drama stuff, but then like hearing about Oshinoko and stuff too, I realized like seinen and everything else, like just romance manga has problems.
They kind of do. They want something exciting, you know, something that's out of the ordinary to catch you into this type of shtick.
Yeah, but you don't need to randomly kill people all the time. Stop randomly killing off characters.
Nah, you
Like,
don't. You wouldn't understand. You have to. You gotta come on for the plot.
Complex motives of the
Very
writer.
complex. Very complex. It was a snail. It all started from a snail, baby.
What the hell?
What was like an romance anime that you felt that was one of the first you watched, possibly, but you felt like you're not supposed to watch it because it's a bit too mature?
Oh no. Okay, so when I was in like either like late elementary school or middle school, I was very young. I got an iPod Touch for Christmas, and I would stay up at night. I went to like a website called like iPodAnime.com or something. This had a bunch of like, you know, anime subbed, and I would just watch like anything that the picture looked cute of. So I watched like Arakawa Under the Bridge, which is like really good if you know.
I know.
Yeah, I love Arakawa. Great. I also saw this one that had very cute girls on it.
Love Hina?
Let me find, because it would just have a picture of the thing. I'm gonna post a picture on the board.
This is part of the lore,
I saw
guys.
this and I was like, oh, this looks cute. You know, me and my like elementary, middle school self or whatever. Why did it become that big? Hold up, sorry. Yeah, I saw this and I was like, oh, this is cute. It's got kind of like a shoujo art style. It's marked as romance.
Yeah.
And I watched it and I was like,
yeah.
I don't like this is.
Don't you ever read the ending manga? Don't read the manga ending. They ended it. Don't you ever?
This is
don't
kind
read
of adult.
Don't read it. Don't read the ending.
There was a lot of stuff.
Don't read it.
That
don't
I
fucking
watched
read
because
it.
I would watch pretty much everything that came out.
Don't
I mean, even the
fucking
show
read
like
it.
went into some deep canonic event. Yeah, it was a canonic event. There was
Don't
a lot
fucking
of
read
shit
it.
that I watched that I don't think.
The girl in the middle actually marries the teacher.
Yeah, I believe it. Well, better him than the fucking her mom's like ex-boyfriend that was trying to turn her into her mom. I remember that.
Oh yeah, it's kind of fucked.
I'm
Satsuni?
trying to remember all the ones that have like stuck into my brain. Soft Penny's cute, but the entire thing is just panty shots. And I was like fucking like, I don't know, 10 or 11 or 12 or something.
There were like two
watching
types
this.
of sports anime. The guide anime sports anime, which is the basketball ones or style, and the girls sports anime, which is only panty shorts and breast shorts. You wouldn't get it. That's back
there's
in the
three.
day. Oh, the third one?
Yes, there's three. There's for men, like Slam Dunk or
Yeah,
like Hajime
Slam
no
Dunk.
Ippo.
Yeah.
There is yaoi fans, which is Kuroko's Basket or Haikyuu.
Yeah.
And then there's the panty shots with women.
Yeah. You know what? So true. That is true. The gay one. Yeah. Hi, Leah.
Because women. Oh, there's Leah. Leah, do you like sports? The sports genre of anime for women exists, right? Like the yaoi fans ones, right? I'm correct, right?
I can't think of many. Prince of Tennis, could it be directed to be yaoi-fied?
Was Prince of Tennis like? I don't know if Prince of Tennis had big yaoi. Free. I don't even think Free was a sports anime, right?
Nah, Free.
I don't think
it's
there's
the
anything
swimming
sports.
one.
It was just straight up
it's
just
the
yaoi.
swimming one. Yeah, it all started. Did you know that Free was supposedly started off as a commercial for like a soda, and then the commercial, because it was animated, was so good they made an anime out of it. Do of the fun.
I believe
request.
it. That was around the time at which, because there's a interesting phenomenon that women. I need to double check numbers, but I think that's like where a big boom of like women marketed stuff started happening of men like that, because with Free they realized, holy shit, women pay a lot of money for merchandise. They will buy anything that we slap this JPEG on.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the difference between merch for like something marketed to men versus something marketed to women, it's crazy. Start with Token Rambu. Oh god, fucking. Oh my god, I just got sent back.
The anime that I watched, and I felt a bit that this was a bit very mature. I was very much into Paradise Kiss, but the couple,
Oh my god, I love Park
the blonde guy and the pink girl, hair girl, were fucking so often, and every single possible scene they were having a moment. I had to look away. I was so shy, but I was so fascinated by this. But I always looked away. I was so shy.
Have you seen the live action movie? I have ranted about it
No.
to my chat so many times.
I have
Oh
not.
my. Okay, so you know how they don't get together in the end because it's a story about her and her independence and like
Yeah.
becoming free of her family and stuff. So the live action movie, they can't have it be as sad and then they gotta make it good. They get together.
Yeah.
They change the ending in the live action.
Oh. How would they change
And like
it?
completely undermine everything that happens.
What do they actually do to the ending?
They made her and George get together.
Oh. What
Like,
the fuck?
and originally they don't get together if I recall, right? Because it's about her like going, she goes all the way to like New York and like opens her own company and everything for fashion. Like they went their own ways to follow like their dreams. And then the live action movie, they're like, oh, we can't have it be a sad ending, so let's make him show up in New York and they get together and completely undermine like the entire series.
Well, let me look at the pictures. Thank you, Nene, for the raid. Oh.
Hello, Raiders.
Hello, Nene-chan. Wait. Oh,
We're
wow.
talking about Paradise Kiss.
Yeah, Paradise Kiss. She was telling me about the ending of the live action remake.
Oh, I might be blocking it.
I'm moving it
Yeah,
away.
they changed it. They made them get together. It made me so mad. I don't think I've ever been so mad at a like a movie before.
Oh, I like that Leah immediately DMs. Hi, Leah. We're talking about anime and suddenly she sprouts right in. Goodness. Thank you for the raid. Tenshi raid. She literally... She like immediately gives me a DM being like, hey, did you know the writer in like Nonary games did the 100 line also script? Yes, Leah, we talked about that, yes.
Yeah, in the original, she gets together with the childhood friend guy. That's what it is.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to read it. She said not to read it on stream. It's okay, guys. We don't. You guys didn't hear anything, okay? I love you. I love you, Leah. Mwah. Get her in. Come in, Leah. We're talking about anime. We're talking about anime, Leah. Come on in. Want to talk about anime?
That's fine with me.
We're dancing about anime. Oh, thank you, Lemmy, for the raid. Hi, guys. Have you seen? I recently watched this hot garbage, and I should always learn my lesson about hot garbage, but I can't step away from touching shit, and I really morbidly had to watch it. Have you watched Bet? It's like the remake Netflix of Kakegurui.
No, I don't.
But
watch
the live action
actions of stuff.
Bro, it's so shit.
That's like really recent too, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just you love watching like the shitty like people say.
I think love watching shit and sometimes complain about it being like Pikachu surprise face. Yeah, you're gonna hate it. Yeah, I will.
I think the only one I've done that was the Death Note movie. That was like Western made or whatever.
This one got Western.
Do you remember that one?
I remember that. I've seen clips of that.
Yeah, no, I see this and this looks like a college film project.
It was
to me,
very
and I'm
bad.
like, okay.
Do you know Mary? Mary, I think was his name. The blonde chick that made bets introduced in the first episodes. Yeah, no, they made her the woman on the right. It's like, damn, where's the fucking blonde hair? I guess, sure, whatever. Make her African or some shit. It's
Yeah, I don't
insane.
understand changing like all the visual stuff so much. 'Cause it's just like
Kinda
at that point,
insane.
just write your own thing. Honestly, if you're gonna change so much in an adaptation, just write like a new series. But I guess I don't know. Everyone's allergic. Every like media company is allergic to making anything new because they're too scared to take any kind of risk.
They fucked the shit
So they
out of
just ruin
fucking Lilo
existing
and
stuff.
Stitch. I'm so sad. That's fucking
Didn't
insane.
the Dragon Ball like really shitty movie make Toriyama start working again because it was so bad? I've only seen people say that. Dragon Ball Evolution. It was like so fucking bad that Toriyama like started working again. Because I think he was kind of like done.
Oh my god. Oh, it looks straight out of... It looks like something the Avatar director movie made.
It's so... It's so weird because like when I think about Dragon Ball Evolution and it being so long ago and how horribly it was like received, that this is like, why is this still happening? Like, why do we not learn? Why is this happening again? Why are we stuck in this like time loop of shitty adaptations? Yeah, it was so bad that it made Toriyama like start working again. That's what I've heard.
Like an adaptation that was okay-ish. It wasn't great, but I don't feel like it was bad either. Have you seen the One Piece one?
Yeah, I didn't mention that one because I do like the One Piece adaptation.
Liked it. The guy is literally a copy of Luffy. Holy shit, his backstory as well. What a sweet guy.
Oh yeah, Oda did not miss with like casting Luffy. I can't imagine anyone being a better Luffy.
Oh.
But it's because Oda has his fingers in hardcore, and all the people like working on it are One Piece fans. Like pretty much, like even some of the actors are huge One Piece fans.
Yeah, it was kind of
So it's like people that actually care about it, and they've like had to delay stuff, and they've talked about like, oh yeah, we had to like spend a lot of money and redo all this and reshoot this and like recreate this because Oda told us to.
A lot of like, you know, since One Piece is huge, they had to like skip some stuff, or they have to add too much information in those few episodes. It felt slightly rushed in terms of plot, but otherwise it looks good. It's like, you have to think about it. How can you make 1K plus, I don't know, 600, 800, whatever episodes it has, into condense few episodes season?
Yeah, it does feel like they focus on some things weird. Like there's one arc with the cat guy Kudo that was split into like Usopp's backstory was split into like 2 episodes, and I would never have thought to like do that. Like that's like an arc that you don't really care about as much compared to like some other things that I think they could have focused on more. So there's like some weird stuff with it about what they focus, but I think overall it's like in a much better like situation than anything else that's coming out right now.
That is true. I'm excited. They're doing the 2nd season. I wonder when it's gonna... I don't know if it has been released. I haven't watched it. But
tomorrow Netflix is having like a press conference thing, and they're going to show what Chopper looks like.
Oh shit!
And I'm simultaneously excited and very terrified.
They're gonna look just like Stitch, realistic.
No, I hope he's like a puppet or something. I hope he's not CGI.
It's gonna be CGI.
No, I'm hoping, like I was talking about a little bit with like Rooney. I hope, like she had said, like hope that it's kind of inspired by like Baby Yoda, that they kind of use more like a puppet or a real thing, because they've not really used like one thing I was scared about the One Piece show is the CGI being like really like just gross. Oh god, not that.
They're gonna make him like this, and you're gonna fucking enjoy it.
But it feels like it's been a good mix of like practical effects and CGI. So I'm hoping that that's what Chopper will be. He'll be like a decent mix and not just like a CGI fucking little ball walking around.
I feel like they're gonna make it. I don't know why I have a feeling about that.
I'm scared. I'm so scared. They can't fuck it up because I know they want to make him Baby Yoda. They're gonna market him. They're gonna go to Walmart and see Chopper plushes everywhere. Like
that should be
no way he's not gonna be like a mascot. Yeah, he's gonna be, because
they
the
have
One Piece
something to sell. Yeah.
Yeah, the One Piece live action like did really well, didn't it?
They have sold a lot of figurines or dolls of the main cast, but I don't feel like.
Yeah, but who want to buy that versus
who
like
wanna buy
Chopper
that
stuff?
versus plushie? Yeah. They need something to advertise more child friendly, I guess. I'm not sure.
They gotta have a mascot. He's the mascot of the series.
It's just like, would you like? I mean, I would like much of Sleepy, but a lot of Froggy, whatever. What's his name?
Lippy?
Lippy would sell just as much. For me, most of the sales go to Theo merch. Like everything Theo related fucking overshadows everything about me. I'm like, he might as well stream for me. He might take my fucking role and just take it. It's over.
Well, we're
The
we're
mascot
watched
wins.
by
Yeah.
mostly grown men, and even
Yeah.
myself. It's like, I mean, no offense, but I would rather like. I mean, I'm in the South, so like anime is like very much like not taboo, but it's kind of like weird here.
Oh.
I would rather walk around with like a cute cat on my shirt than like an anime girl.
Oh.
I think it's like how strong are you as a person, and especially for like a grown man to walk around with an anime girl on your shirt randomly in public versus like, or like keychain versus like having cat that seems more like, oh, cute Disney character or something.
I thought,
You know.
I thought in the West, like, people would judge if you dress, I don't know how to explain, way too strongly showing yourself that you are a fan of anime. Because I've seen people that would enjoy a style that's very fashionably, how do I explain it? Fashionably simple anime much that makes it wearable versus Chad guy wearing a Hegao hoodie and pants in the wild at McDonald's. What the fuck?
Yeah, I actually sold
Oh.
a jacket that I designed, and when I made it, my thought was like, okay, I need to make something that like grown men won't be like afraid to wear out, because like why buy it otherwise, you know?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get a picture. I don't know if you've seen it.
I wanna see it. I wanna see it.
Okay, there you go. There's the link. It's sold out now. What the hell? It's gone. One.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's a very great collabo. Look at that. Look at that.
This is giant on the lady because it's supposed to be American size. So I don't know how tall she
is. Yeah, no, American size is way too big for Asian women.
Yeah, it came in purple and in gray. So like my thought was like, okay, I'm not gonna put any anime girl on this so that people would want to wear it.
When I went to America during those, I was supposed to go there for a week, but 7 days. But like, I got COVID, so 5 days I was locked in, and then I could go out at least 1 day with double masks and everything. I wanted to buy clothes, and I couldn't buy anything because the understanding of an extra small size would be way too big for me. And I was so scared. I was like, whoa. You guys don't have shoes my size? What the fuck?
Oh yeah, shoe size. Women's clothes in general in the US is nonsensical. Something that might be like small in one store is then like large in a different store, or like a pant size like 2 is like some there's no sense of it. And men's stuff, I think it's like based on, okay, it's this many inches width, this many inches length. Women, it's just like, here's random numbers. Every store's different. Fuck you.
There's
this
some
dress
stores.
It's a W.
There's some
it's an
stores.
H. I don't know what it means.
A W. W. It's an extra large.
It's a P.
It's a P. It's a Zetto. The kids sections has, maybe that's just me complaining like old folks yells at the clouds or something, but the kids section has so many slutty outfits for girls. Like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, there's a lot.
That made me question a lot of things.
It probably depends where you go, because if you're on the West Coast, I imagine what you can buy is very different from like if I went to a mall here and looked at stuff like in a department store.
That's so weird to see that.
So just like where you are, it's like very different.
Very, very weird.
Because we don't really have stuff like that here. Everything's much more normal.
When I was in what was it? What was the location of last year? Of California?
Yeah.
California. It was in a California
San Francisco,
shop.
I think?
San Francisco. It was in one store over there that had such weird mini skirts and crop tops for like kids in kids section. And I was wondering to myself, what the fuck? My mom would beat my ass if I had this.
Oh, wait. So a lot of stores like that, do you know like fast fashion online, you can buy something for like $2.
Wish?
And then Yeah.
Oh.
You can buy like a skirt for $2 and then wear it, and then you try to like wash it and it gets torn to pieces because it's like made
Ah,
with
the
two
made in
threads.
China stuff. Yeah, I know those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what a
yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
yeah.
those stores are. So they're like really crappy, like, oh, it's a crop top. Like, I swear to God, it was a fucking like psyop or something that all these stores started pushing out crop tops because they wanted to charge the same amount of money for less fabric.
I've seen
And
something
it's all
about
see-through
that.
too. I
Oh.
swear to God, because it's not. I don't ever see people wearing crop tops, but it's like all, which I don't go outside much. But I'm thinking, and it's like I never see people wearing them, and yet they're like all over in stores and stuff.
I've seen that. And also the fact that I've read about it, that people who buy it from like Wish or Shein or whatever other shops they're out there, fast fashion shops, because a lot of people don't want those anymore. They send all of them to, what do you call those places that you buy used clothes from?
Oh, like consignment shops or
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. But those shops also get fast fashion stuff, so you don't know. Goodwill or thrift stores, yeah, thrift
yeah, that's what
stores,
it's called.
it's filled with those. And it's like,
Yep.
damn, and they sell it at double the price of what the fuck is originally made, and it's weird. It's so unethical. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's a mess and it's all like
Oh,
plastic stuff. So every time
oh.
you wash it, all the plastics go in your water, and it's just tearing up. You can wear it like twice and it breaks and whatever. I had
Oh.
a roommate before. She would only buy those clothes and she would never wash her clothes. She would just buy new clothes when she was done wearing the item because you couldn't like wash the stuff because it's just so cheap it would tear apart. So she had like a pile. She would get
Oh.
into her bed by climbing over like the fucking mountain of clothes.
Nice. Wow.
And I think there's a lot of people because if you go to any of the websites, they have the things where it's like it's like a $3 shirt, and then they'll say like, "Oh, buy this $3 shirt in 4 payments with like Klarna or whatever." Have you seen that you can finance buying like cheap clothes?
What?
Yeah, you
No.
could. They have like you can get like a payment plan to
For
buy.
cheap clothes?
Yes, on like all these websites, you can get a payment plan to buy like T-shirts from H&M and stuff.
What? I want my piece of a fashionable, cheap ass H&M shirt made by some broken Mongolian child in the Chinese mines. I can't wait for
It's
that.
crazy.
Crazy, insane.
I don't
Damn.
understand.
That's
I don't
crazy
know,
as
man.
fuck. Jesus Christ. Ooh. Ooh. How did we end up from Nonary games to this?
Cause we're just yapping.
We're
We're just
yapping.
yapping.
We're yapping, don't we?
Oh yeah, I heard that the company, yeah, they're in the red because people are using it to buy their clothes and then they just don't pay the debt. So no one's paying their payment plans, so they're gonna go bankrupt. Because people our age, I think, just don't care about. A lot of people just don't. They're so hopeless. They don't care about debt. They're just like, okay, I'll just. Sure, I'll just go bankrupt if I need to.
That's insane. Another new trend. What's your opinion on trends? I've been in a like this insane rabbit hole of what you call those? Lulu something.
Lululemon, like the
Was it?
leggings.
Is it Lululemon? What do you call those little thingies that are collectible toys that look like small little gremlins?
Oh, like
La
Labubu.
Bubu.
Yeah, like the little Cupid babies and stuff.
The La Bubus. Jesus Christ, I'm witnessing
Labubu.
something insane. There was this drama that I saw that La Bubus were like so popularized by scalpers. They were none to be sold, and someone opened a store called La Fufu to scam them with fake La Bubus. And people actually buy it and they go live and they're like, "Ooh, oh, I hope this one is not a fake." What the fuck do you mean you hope it is?
Do you like these things? Can I say something?
I fucking hate La Bubus. I'm sorry, they're so
They're
fucking
ugly
ugly.
as shit. It's
Right?
like a Funko Pop. Why would you buy this?
I don't like La Bubus.
It's ugly. It looks evil.
If I get a Labubu, I'll get one at a fucking discount like 10 years later when I'm gonna see them on the fucking thrift stores.
I will say it's very interesting because I know like mascot, not worship, but mascot obsession and buying like tons of merch of this cute thing that you like has always been a thing in Japan. Like if Japan
It
can
has been.
has
Yes.
if Japan can merchandise something, they will. I mean, that's what Pokemon like exists off of, is their merch. And it's not been a thing in the West, but like I guess the Funko Pops kind of started it, and now it's like, yeah, you're seeing it everywhere, like the Labubus and like I
Labubus,
know a lot of people that collect like Kewpie dolls and stuff now, like the little naked
yes.
babies.
Labubu
And I
started
see
off
these
as
things like at Walmart and stuff, and it's like, how
oh,
did this happen?
Labubu started as a marketing, from my understanding, a marketing project of sending different celebrities to take pictures with them. For example, the K-pop audience, and then Kardashians, and that's how it started the boom. But they had this addiction ever since the Stanley Cups, I believe. They enjoy collections or something like that. No? Stanley Cups were also like that. FOMO and
I
shit.
guess, but that's like more recent compared to, like that's pretty recent compared to Beanie Babies. Beanie Babies kind of were, but they weren't like
Beanie Babies.
I mean, that's kind of before my time. Was Beanie Babies is like socially acceptable? Or like as big? Because when I think of Beanie Babies, I think of like old women that collect like porcelain dolls and stuff. Versus like some of these buying this stuff is like feels like more socially acceptable. I guess some people did collect Stanley Cups, but that's also like something usable, you know?
I do remember people used to collect roll dolls. Long time ago, they used to be the shit. So I guess it's just
I've
the
never
different
liked
times.
those.
Me neither.
I've never liked them.
But
Why is every collectible thing ugly? Why can't they make a cute one?
I guess the times change, but the taste is the same.
I think Cabbage Patch Kids are ugly.
Oh,
I mean, Beanie Babies at least can be cute, but like, why are they all so ugly?
that and like Furbies. I've seen someone with a wall
Yeah,
of
Furbies
Furbies.
too. People collect those. Why do people like all these ugly things? Is it because it's ugly that you like it? Like it's like a thing where it's like it's so ugly it becomes cute. Like you feel like pity for it or something.
I have mixed
Like
reactions.
if I don't buy this
towards
little troll,
Furby.
no one will take care of him.
Because
who will take care of Furby?
There's a new age of Furby, and they made him much more cuter. So I guess it depends. The old age
he's
Furbies,
anime.
I hate him. Yeah, they made him anime. So maybe that's why they made it more likable. So I'm mixed. I like the new age. It's like me asking me if I like the pictures of all cartoonish furries versus Japan furry cosplays. They made them anime. It's just I like those. Wait, let me show it to you, like how aesthetically pleasing is.
Oh yeah, because the Western ones feel like more Disney influenced.
Yeah, I feel like that.
Japan, they're very...
I look at this and I'm like, the fuck is this shit? But then I'm like, I look at this and I'm like, oh my god, totemo kawaii!
Like Japan.
Desu! Oh fuck, it didn't save. It saved. It's like, oh damn! Oh man. I don't know. It's just different style, I guess.
Oh, the face proportions look more like a baby.
I guess so, yeah. It looks more anime, more small nose, more
the big eyes,
yeah.
the giant forehead. It's very reminiscent of like a baby. It's a baby's proportions. And I think it's also like the fact that they wear like clothes, I think usually, right? Or it's like it's more simple looking. It's like less for your brain to have to comprehend. I think it's part of it. It's more humanoid because it's having hair, it's wearing clothes. It's more close to like a person versus like straight up just animal. I don't know if I know of any Western ones I've seen that wear like clothes.
They make it more chibi. They chibified the furries. And a lot of those look very similar to Digimon design, which I love. So maybe that's why I like them a lot more. You see? They made them very chibi.
Yeah, I think it's just like the more childlike face proportions are just more cute. So it's not as like
Oh.
eerie to see someone in a costume like this, because this is also more reminiscent of seeing mascot costumes of like cartoon characters versus like a furry mascot, like a Western furry outfit does not feel reminiscent of that. It's more like adult
Ah, this
looking.
is what
Not
you
adult
meant.
as in like 18 plus, but like it looks not like like a kiddish, if that makes sense.
To me, like anime furries just look like Digimon to me. Digimon design, and I like Digimon. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's why they just look so something very common you see in anime. I guess. Just kind of find it cute. I don't know why.
Yeah, they're more
Cute.
realistic. Whereas like traditionally growing up, when you see character outfits, they're looking closer to the cartoon. We mean content type not
Ah.
supported. Alibaba,
What?
please let me get the fucking image. It's probably WebP or something. Hold up,
Oh.
okay, let me just screenshot it.
Don't you dare fucking insult Digimon fans,
There we
or
go.
else I'm calling Digi.
See, like,
Oh,
these
Tom and
aren't creepy to
Jerry.
me because they look like the cartoon. They're
Yeah,
not like a
yeah, I
realistic
like
proportion.
those.
But when you see the
Oh.
realistic, like, faces, it's, like, scary. Like, this is obviously not a furry that I'm about to post, but it's
I don't
scary
think so.
still. This one.
Ah!
It's not a furry, though.
Oh!
It's like a kid's Easter costume, but because it's so realistic looking, it's scary.
Oh my god,
I think it's that realism.
You know those black
Makes it
and white
freaky.
pictures of like Victorian fucking kids with their Easter bunny?
Or like the old like Chuck E. Cheese ones,
Oh
or the
my
old like Mickey
God.
Mouse. I think that's what it is. Because they did the same thing to Chuck E. Cheese. He's become less realistic over the years. He's more cartoon looking. And he's less scary because of it. Like, I even look at the Chuck E. Cheese of like, you know, like the 2000s that I grew up with, and he's kind of scary looking to me.
Literally this fucking picture. Wait,
Is that you? You wouldn't take a picture with the Easter Bunny?
Yeah, that's totally me. I would actually cry if I wasn't that. I
You
would
don't want to
actually
sit with
sob.
him.
No, I did punch Santa in the face one time.
Santa? Santa's
No,
not even
not
a
Santa.
costume.
McDonald's, the McDonald's clown, not Santa. I did punch him. Mama Kitsune would do a birthday event with me, and it would be like hip and cool to throw a birthday party there and invite your classmates, you know. And
Oh no.
there was the McDonald's guy, and he scared me, and I punched him in the face. I hit him in the nose. And he almost said, like, he almost swore or something, but he quickly covered his mouth. He was so mad. he had enough. I think he had enough.
Poor McDonald. I don't think clowns are scary, but if like Grimace showed up at my birthday party, I might would shift.
You gonna shift?
Yeah, I might would access the morphogenetic field and get the fuck out of there.
See, guys, we're still talking about this. We're still talking about the lore. It's okay. It's connected. It's all connected. We're talking about the furry organization, a religious group. Okay, it makes sense. It makes sense.
I don't remember being scared by any mascots as a kid or attacking any. I just hated getting photos taken in general. I would cry whenever I had to go to like the department store and get photos because my grandma would want us to take photos. Because I didn't want to sit still. I didn't like being told what to do.
I love taking
I'd be like
photos.
2 years old throwing a fit.
I love taking photos, but I would take too many and I would never get satisfied. Like, I could take like a bajillion selfies, and out of those 60 million fucking selfies, I'll pick like one and be like, nah, I don't like it. And never take a picture.
Selfies are like different too, because your face is coming out kind of weird looking.
True.
Versus like she would take us to get like professionally done photos. You could, I don't know if you still can, but you used to be able to go to like the mall to like the department store, and you would get photos made there. Like how you would take like school photos, they'd have like a little thing set up. Let me see if I can find a picture. Photography. And so like bells, excuse me? Sorry, Google's being dumb.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I can't find any images. Department store.
The photo
photography?
studios. There's still photo
studio.
studios.
There we go.
And photo
Yeah, like little photo
locations.
studios. That's what it is.
They exist for cosplays, pretty much. You can get a studio with everything, any type of scenario, whatever, to take a picture. I remember there's a lot of those.
This is just from Google. I don't know who these people are, but like this, and you would go get photos like this taken. So you get photos of your babies potentially taken.
I never took that. I don't know. Whoa.
Maybe you
That's
should
so
get some done.
cute.
It's different.
Yeah. Let's go take one. Show me the ropes. Let's go take a picture like that.
We'll go to the mall. I'm
I'm
sure
the
they
one.
still got some photo studios like this.
I'm the one to the left and you'll be the one to the right.
Are you tall? Am I taller than you?
I think you are. How many cm? How tall?
How tall? 153?
I'm 130.
God damn.
God damn. It's okay.
Midget. Why are you looking at me like that?
You know, as a very respectful and very kind and nice senpai, I give you the chance, the very nice opportunity to tell me who should we rate.
Let me look. Who is screaming? What is Wimmy doing? Touching grass, and it says titty bong.
What? Oh, you started 19 minutes. Oh my god, you actually have a stream. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, I do have a stream.
What the fuck? Okay, I'll rate you if that's okay. I was not expecting you actually have a stream in 15 minutes. Why did you send me anything? Oh fuck, you might be tired.
Huh? No, that's all good. I didn't even notice myself. I was just having fun talking. If I ran over, I'm sure it'd be fine.
Alrighty then. Let me just read that room. What you doing?
Okay,
You
well, thank
playing Oblivion? Oblivion. Oh
Yeah,
my
I'm playing
God.
Oblivion for the first time.
Remastered.
I'm just killing everyone that I come across, pretty much, because they annoy me.
Oh man, thank you so much for collabing with me. It's actually it's our first time collabing, so this is so exciting that we managed to finally push our brain worms away, and we did it.
Yeah, I mentioned before I was.
Yeah, I did want it to collab. Oh heck, you got muted, folks, and fuck. Sorry, I closed the thing. I closed the folder with the game window thingy, and I forgot. Repeat, please.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Oh, I said like I didn't know that you want to collab for so long, so like I didn't know. Like I'm amazed that like the Come Nikki were very well behaved. They didn't come like running over. Tenma wants to collab.
Yeah.
You know.
That's one of the things you gotta rein them in and throw bricks in their face and tell them no, bad, no, and they understand and they're like, yeah.
I'm glad she will hurt us if we act up.
Yeah, I do that a lot. I'm very insufferable when I don't like them do something. But yeah, I wanted to collab with Sleepy.
This week actually.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow?
Tomorrow we have one. Night Rain. Me, Sleepy, and I were gonna play a Night Rain. Oh.
I've never played Elden Ring, so
It's okay.
I've only played Dark Souls 1 and 2.
It's gonna have... my understanding is they're gonna have bosses from there. I think. Like, they're using a lot of assets. It's basically a roguelike, so it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's just a roguelike, you kill bosses, you level up, and then you go kill big boss or something from what I've seen. It looks like Fortnite, man. Literally Fortnite. You drop down, you fucking drop down, the arena closes, you go right in. Yeah.
It's like a battle bus, kind of. You flying on birds or something.
Yeah, exactly. On birds carry you in the sky,
I'll
and it's
do
like,
my best.
What the fuck? Where are we dropping Tarnished? It's so funny. It is on Fortnite. Okay. But it's so funny. I can't wait. Anyway, thank you for coming. Besides Oblivion,
thank
what do you
you.
have planned?
Like overall, just that I have a collab with Miss Rooney too, so I might be whenever that finishes. If it runs over, I might be a little bit late for hours.
It's
but
okay.
I have a collab with Miss Rooney. We're doing a One Piece theme stream, so I'm excited about that.
Ooh, exciting. Alrighty then. I shall
Thank
have.
you.
What do I do tomorrow?
Otsukitsu.
I don't know. I don't
What are you up
remember.
to?
We're doing something. I'm not sure. But thank you guys for coming. 今日の配信で終わりました。お疲れ様でした。そしておつきつ。
Otsukitsu.
おつきす。おつきす。Send them a kiss. Send them a kiss.
Otsukitsu.
Yeah, send them a kiss.
I have to kiss.
Yeah, you gotta kiss.
I don't know if I went to Discord.
Come on, you gotta.
Did it go?
No, it didn't. You should do it again. I
What?
couldn't hear.
Oh my god, how close I gotta get to the mic?
I gotta be very close. I